Yo, people, what is happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Premier League show. Game week 27 this week. Somebody else has already played their 27th game of the season. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Some crazy stuff happened over the week. But listen, people, on your way in, first and foremost, hit that like button, subscribe, and support everyone that pulls through in the chat. Big up to you, man. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope you're blessed. Let's get started, man. How you doing?
Yes, brilliant, man. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me on as per usual. Friday.
No,
The days are gone quick again. Let's talk about what happened on was it Wednesday? But yeah, let's
yeah,
we're gonna get into that one. You're gonna talk about it. So yeah,
we'll definitely get into that. Like I
yeah.
said, people, we're 55 subscribers away from 600 subscribers, and the goal is to get to 1K before the World Cup. And let's get there, people. Let's try and support the channel, support everyone that pulls through, and support everyone as always. And big up. Um, where should obviously, I think we have to start there, don't we?
We have to start at the Molyneux. Let me
Molyneux, bro.
talk to you for a second. Yeah,
Go on.
I watched the game. I switched the game off at half time. I think, yeah, they got this now. 1-0, no problem. But I scored a couple more. I looked at my phone a couple hours later and I saw 2-2. Then I messaged you. I said, Josh,
Mm.
where's Josh? My man bottled it. I'm sure Josh is busy doing anything. Shout out to Josh. But
Yeah.
he I can't believe Arsenal might bottle it again, 4 times in a row. I
I
can't
would say,
believe it.
let's say 3 times out of the last four. They didn't bottle it last time. Last time they were just shit. Let's just be real.
Narrative wise, they're bottling it. That's just if this was
Yeah,
United, people say we're bottling it. Let's be
exactly,
real.
exactly. Fair enough, fair
So the
enough.
narrative can't change.
Yeah.
I
Think,
backed Arsenal because of Liverpool City. I even threw
mm-hmm.
Chelsea into the mix because of King. Shout out to King as
Same,
well.
same,
But
same.
shameless. But yeah, I feel like this title is headed to the blue side unless things change again.
Mm.
But we'll see. What are you saying about it?
I can't lie to you. I thought when I woke up, I'm gonna check the score. I thought Arsenal won the game. Right? The game was like 3 a.m. for me. I only watch Man United games like that late. I don't really watch other games
Yeah, yeah.
unless it's like an important big match. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I can't lie to you. I woke up and I saw the score, and I'm like, "Oh my god,
I can't
how
believe it. I was like, what are you guys
two
doing?
nil? They were 2-0 up, and they cocked it up, bro. They were 2-0 up. How?
Even United, I don't want to talk about. Obviously, I don't want to talk about United, but we can talk about this one. Even United went out the Molyneux. Don't forget, Arsenal still good at home. They scored, was it 3 own goals, Wolves?
3 on goal, I think.
So technically, Wolves should have had 4 points instead of Arsenal should have had one.
Mm, exactly.
If you're going to reverse it. But yeah, it's Arsenal, man. Dancing in December, crying in May. It could happen again.
Bro, them lot are making fucking t-shirts, saying with the November champions, the December champions, you're the how do you say it? We're gonna go on a run. We got the best center back in the world. We've got the best midfield in the world. We've got the best attack in the world. We've got the best manager in the world who's won fuck all. They've
Oof.
got the best. They play the best football, but they can't even beat Wolves away. I can't lie to you, bro. People say, "Oh, but you're just a Man United fan." So what? I've seen my team win trophies. Even in my worst season ever supporting United, we still made a final. We still made a cup. We still made a final in our worst ever season. You couldn't make. And Arsenal fans were just like, "Hey, let's just seal second on the last day of the season against Newcastle, or the second last game of the season. Let's seal second place again." Arsenal finished second 3 years in a row now.
It's going to
Three
be
years.
four.
This is this
Oh,
is
my
this is
days.
gonna be the fourth year in a row potentially they finish second, bro. Manchester City are not even at their best. They're not even at their peak. They're probably not even at their they don't even have to be great
Bro,
to
it's
win.
like, sorry to cut you off here, Kevin. Do you remember when
No, no,
United won it in when Van Persie was there? We played
yeah,
crap football. Let's be honest. We
yeah.
played. We played pass it to Van Persie football. Let's be honest, and we won that league by about 12 points. Arsenal should be 14 points clear right now, or
Mm.
something like that. But it's going to be two tomorrow. City's going to smash up Newcastle. We'll get to predictions later on. The Blue Shark man is on the tail of Arsenal Football Club right now.
Mm. And you know what? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
This is where you go back to 22-23
Yeah.
because Arsenal in 22-23. Do you remember when they lost the league? They were leading 2-0 at Anfield. They were leading 2-0 at West Ham. What
Southampton
happened?
3-3.
Southampton, they led first. To be fair,
Yeah.
with you, Southampton led first,
But
right?
even then, still drop points on it.
Yeah, they still drop points, but when you go back to that season, Arsenal choked so many leads. They bottled so many leads that season, and we're talking about they were up by 8 points. People talk about Man United's bottle job in 2011 2012, right?
This is worse. I
This
tell
is
you what,
worse,
it's worse. Because it's happening
bro.
repeat after repeat after every year. It's like
Exactly,
Christmas.
bro.
Arsenal in February crumble.
Yeah, and you know what, bro? We
Right.
at least went to retain our title.
Yeah.
We lost the league. We went to retain the following year. So they can talk about standards. They can talk about Man United. They can laugh at us all they like. Bro, we don't do this second place bottle job season in, season out. We win. Bro, we're only crap in the league. We go and win trophies elsewhere.
Yeah.
Albeit we can't win a trophy this season unless somehow, some way, Man United just go on this crazy run. And then, Arsenal just crumble and United find themselves in a title race. Who knows? Some crazy things have happened before in football. I'm not saying
Yeah.
we're going to be in a title race. No, that's not what I'm saying.
We'll leave that to Chelsea. We'll leave that to them.
Yeah, we'll leave that to Chelsea. We'll leave that to Chelsea. I mean, we can't trust ourselves. but look, at the end of the day, like some way,
Yeah.
somehow, crazy things have happened in football, right? And Arsenal, look, it's happened again, or it's
Second
going to
again.
happen second again, bro. I don't want City to win the league. I
Same.
just I just don't.
But it's
But it's just
funny.
the
That's
Arsenal
happening to
meltdown
Arsenal again.
funny. This is what people want to see. This is the Arsenal meltdown is funny. That's it. If Arsenal fans weren't as would you call vile, like they weren't as crazy as they are right now, bro.
Yeah, but even that, Kevin, it depends what circle you're in, innit? It depends on that.
Yeah, it depends what circle you're in. Look, at the end of the day, like I'm around chilled Arsenal fans. Like I don't see
Same.
Arsenal. I don't look at Arsenal fans. The ones that the ones that are chill, the ones that you see on my show, Josh, Jack. These guys
Yeah.
are calm. These guys are
Yeah.
like the chillest Arsenal fans out there. When you're talking about Arsenal, like the peak Arsenal fans, I've seen many humble Arsenal fans, very chilled Arsenal fans. But the ones that are online are the ones that are so mouthy. But when it comes to
Social
real life,
media is in a
they,
social media, man. Anyone's got a keyboard. Everyone's got a Twitter account these days. Anyone can run their mouth on it for
yeah,
views and
the
traction.
keyboard warriors, you know what I mean? The keyboard warriors are
Yeah.
all mouthy online, but once it comes to real life, they got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Nothing to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm.
And obviously, going back to the year after that, Arsenal went on a good on a decent run, not on a great run, but they were on a
Yeah.
decent run, right? I
Yeah.
remember they lost to Aston Villa. Had they not lost to Aston Villa, they win that league title. They were 2 points away, and then I remember Arsenal talking. I remember Arsenal fans saying, let's how do you say it? Let's go and retain that title, or let's go and do the same that we did this year. Go on a run. We can't compete with Man City. Oh, we can't do this. We can't do that. We have to spend another billion. Or Arteta needs to get more money. Bro, Arsenal fans make too many excuses for a team that finished second. Way too many excuses. Let's just be honest. It's just way too many. It's just embarrassing. Like, how can these guys talk so much about bottling it? But when it comes to leading it, they're like, "Oh, we're the best team in the world," and then when they bottle it, they're just like, "Oh, we got robbed," you know. The referee, VAR.
It was
They have
raining, etc. It was raining for
it's
both teams.
rain for both teams. It's windy for both teams. You
Oh my
know,
days.
it's crazy, man. How do these lot like? This is what I'm saying. If Arsenal fans weren't like this, I'd be like, all right, whatever. Arsenal can win the league, and I don't give a shit.
I actually don't
But
mind it because it's a good entertainment, to be honest with you.
neither do I. Like, I don't mind Arsenal winning the league, but it's the problem is just that they're mouthy fans online. And at the end of the day, like, I would much rather Arsenal than Man City. Still, to be honest with you, as a United fan, I would still rather Arsenal than City. But if we're talking for pure entertainment wise, Arsenal bottling the league is hilarious.
This
This
is
is
the
why.
best chance. Sorry to cut you
Mm,
off. This is the
no,
best chance to win it. I don't hear
this is
any
I
excuses from Josh. I'm not sure what team Jack supports. Is
Arsenal as well.
probably Is it Arsenal as well? Okay.
Yeah, Arsenal.
I, I'm sure the real ones I like listening to. No disrespect. I haven't heard that much from Josh and Jack in the content creator space. No disrespect. The people
Mm-hmm.
I tune in to listen to are like your Don C's, your TJ Warrens, because those guys go on rants, but they're very level headed with it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm,
those are the real ones. They don't hide. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them.
yeah.
I think the 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 chickens are coming home to roost now for Arsenal. I think
Mm.
that game against Wolves ended their season, unless Newcastle do a madness tomorrow. Then
Don't
it's
forget
in Arsenal's
they're
favor
in the
again.
league. Don't forget they're in the League Cup final, so the season's not really over yet.
Yeah,
They're in
but
the
remember when United won it, the League Cup? People say, "Oh, it's just a Carabao Cup, is just a
beneath
Carabao
the
Cup."
club like Arsenal. It's beneath a club like Arsenal. You know what I mean?
All of a sudden, it's a important trophy now, isn't it? See how the narrative
This is
switches. But
why.
hey, that's football, isn't it? It's football. You want to do narratives, so it's all good. But you get what I'm
This is
saying, though,
why
innit?
they keep making the trophies. This is why City keep becoming successful because they keep on winning. It's because they keep on winning the trophies that other clubs don't care about. Oh, we don't care about City. Let them lick their trophies then. Let them catch you guys. Let them overtake you in success.
Who
Let them
cares?
keep up high standards. You know what I mean? You know,
I'll be
people
honest
say,
with
"Oh,
you, innit? I'll be honest with you. People say, "Oh, Liverpool the most successful club." That's good because they're a good round run club. If we were a round run club, we'll be up there as well. But it is what it is.
if if only we hadn't dropped all those points early at the start of the season, we would genuinely find ourselves in a race. I'm not even joking. Like, I genuinely think we would be in a race. Not I wouldn't say we win the title. No, I'm not gonna
We'll be
say
there or
that.
thereabouts.
But we'll be within that. We'll be within like 6 points or 5 points, like off the top. You know what I'm trying to say? And we'll be level on with City, level with City ahead of Aston Villa, because Aston Villa are also inconsistent. This is why I say, obviously I don't want to talk about money and all that, but
Yeah,
when we're talking about, like, race for the Premier League and like race for, like, European qualification and whatnot,
yeah,
like, this is why I say we only have one game a week, and this is why I think we can get it. It's because other clubs have so much competition in mind. Like, they have the Champions League, the FA Cup, they've got the League Cup. Sorry, League Cup. They've still got the league to get through. They need to qualify for the Europe again next season, so they don't, like, miss out.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just so much, like so much adversity for these football clubs. You know what I'm trying to say? So they're gonna have to try and
yeah.
overcome that, and United's gonna have to try and we're gonna have to try and capitalize on their schedule and our 1 week schedule as well. You know what I'm trying to say? But back to
I
Arsenal. But back to Arsenal, bro. These lot cannot keep bottling it again. They cannot keep bottling it again, bro. This is not a good look for the league. It's not a good look for the league. If, like, I get it. It's funny to troll Arsenal fans. It's funny. It's funny to see them meltdown. It's not a good look for the league if Man City keep on winning trophies. People talk about City, the Premier League being the best league in the world, but City keep on winning the leagues every single season. And
How
then
many leagues they won now?
go on. You gonna say?
How many leagues have they won now, Man City? Do you know?
Man City have won. They're gonna win 9, bro. This is gonna be the 9th title.
They're catching up, you know.
Bro, they're catching up. This is why I don't want City to win the league. This is why I'm worried about it. You know, they're at the moment they're like what? They've won how many?
11 behind.
They've won 8 they've won 8 Premier Leagues, I think. Or they've won they're about to win 9 Premier League titles.
They're
They
11
won
behind there, Kevin. 11 behind.
they're
That's
11
crazy.
behind, bro. And this is what I mean, like 11 league titles behind. But Premier League titles, they're gonna catch up to us, whether we like it or not. They're gonna catch up to us. If we
100%.
don't win
Yeah, yeah.
very, very soon, they're gonna catch up. You know what I mean?
100%.
And
Yeah, yeah.
this is not good work. It's almost just like we're doing the catch up work, but really and truly they're the ones catching us. So almost like we're the ones doing catch up because they're on their way up, you know, and we're like almost behind them, but we're not actually behind them. We're still ahead of them in terms of like success and whatnot.
Well, it
And
is
the
a
funny-
Kevin. Yeah, watch. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, again, something just crept up.
Please.
You watch, yeah. The London-based fans and other based fans internationally will say, "We don't care about Man City, but wait until they hit 17, 18 titles. They're gonna care then, innit?
Yeah,
They're gonna care then."
like if they don't care, then good luck to them because once they equal us and once they start gaining a global fan base or once they start having a bigger fan base, bro,
Mhm.
GG's.
Yeah, exactly.
And their fans are singing like, "Oh, you'll never do 4 in a row. You'll never do this. You'll never do that." Like, bro, how, like, how are we supposed to cope with that? You know, because when I saw them going on the bus to Wembley. I remember 2 years ago I saw that you'll never win 4 in a row.
Yeah.
We won the FA Cup. So far, it's only us and Chelsea and Liverpool that have stopped Man City. We won the FA Cup and
Uh-huh.
we won the Carabao Cup in the time that Man City have won the Premier in the times the City have won the leagues and they've swept the trophies. Right? Chelsea have won what? The Champions League while Pep was here. Chelsea have won actually just the Champions League and the Club World Cup. What else? Liverpool have won the Premier League twice since Pep joined. They've won the
Won
Champions
Champions League as well. Yeah.
Champions League, an FA Cup, 2 League Cups. You know, so yeah. I mean, look,
International Cup as well, innit? They've won it as well. They've won the old Club Cup, International Cup, whatever it's called.
Club World Cup. Yeah, they won the Club World Cup too. So this is what I'm saying. Like City, these three are the only clubs. Actually, you could say Arsenal as well, because Arteta won the league, FA Cup, but but at the end of the day, like, look, we still struggle with we still struggle to win. You know what I'm trying to say? We still struggle to win as much. But even then, like, we're the only few clubs that have won while City have been dominating England. You know what I'm trying to say? Big up to you, King Khan. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope you're blessed.
Yeah, how you doing? Hi,
You?
Kevin, Manji, how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. It's
Big up,
good.
Boomer.
Wow, weather's pretty bad where I am, but it is what it is.
But obviously, we were just talking about Arsenal dropping points to Wolves. I don't know what you make of that. I don't know if you make of Arsenal fans, the meltdown, the craziness. Obviously, bro, I think all three of us on the same page when I say we would rather Arsenal than City, right? We're all on the same page. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, because I mean, City are knocking on what the 8th or 9th Premier League title. I forget which one it is.
9th league title, or no, 9th
Ooh.
Premier League title, but 11th league title.
Yeah, okay, but the reason I say that is because we do have the most Premier Leagues. We had 13 in like 20 years, right? So we're really dominant in that. And now Man City is knocking on that. They really are knocking on that. And the way I see it is the main reason is obviously because they spend huge. Like, look at the wage bill. Their wage bill is still like way higher than Arsenal's even. So I didn't mind Arsenal winning it for two reasons. One, Arsenal are nowhere near close to us in terms of Premier Leagues. They've not won it in ages, so that's another thing.
Yeah.
And three, they're actually a proper club in my eyes as well. Like us, Liverpool, Arsenal is like the three proper English clubs, right? Man
Yeah.
City is like Villarreal that's been pumped full of money. That's what it is. And I don't like that club, and I'm not going to apologize for it either. I hate that club. I hate Shitty. Always have, always will. I actually
There's
respect
such a good
Liverpool more
example.
than Shitty. At least
It's
Liverpool's a
such
proper club, isn't it? It's a real
yeah,
club. The hell is
yeah.
Shitty? It's like you see their fans, and well, you can't find them. First of all, that's the main thing. You can't find their fans. So
The last time like Man City and Man United were actually had a relevant season was back in 1968, bro. When they won the league, we won the European Cup. Do you remember
mm,
that? We actually
yeah,
came.
yeah, yeah.
We won the European Cup, and City came and City won the league. So that was like the times when the Manchester derby was actually like, relevant, or like Man City was relevant to us, like properly relevant. You know what I'm trying to say?
It gets even better. You know, when we won the treble, they was like in the third league or something. So they were in
They're
like the
like
third
second,
league.
yeah, like
I
second.
think they got down to the third tier. I'm pretty sure they got down to the third tier. Like when I say Premier League is like first tier, right? I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure they
yeah,
got
yeah.
down to the third tier at some point, around that time. So yeah, I'm not really happy with all Man City thing. I think a lot of Man United fans are in a 2005 mentality. They're like, oh, it's just City. It's like no, City are close to 13 Premier League titles. They've
They're
basically,
close to us now, bro, and this is why I'm
yeah,
saying
that,
I. This is
yeah,
why I
yeah.
wanted to because it's
I,
personal. What they did in 2012 still hurts me till this day, bro, big time. And bro, that was one of the worst nights I've ever had in my life watching football. I'd argue that was worse than a 6-1. That day alone was
of
worse
course.
than when we lost 6-1. I'm not even joking. That broke me, bro. That broke me inside. I couldn't get over it. Like I was a young 12-year-old kid the day City won the league. Bro, I was fucking sad. I broke down. Like I literally broke down that
Yep,
day. So
and
I
it's
never
only
want
got
City.
worse. It's only got worse because they won four in a row as well. You know,
Exactly.
it used to be you win three in a row. Wow, amazing team. Yeah, true. These guys won four in a row. Now, again, they're not as great as us because people keep saying, "Oh, Ferguson broke the transfer record," blah blah blah. Actually, in many of those years, the other clubs were spending more than us. People are forgetting you had Abramovich. Um, they were spending. Other clubs were spending way more than us in the 90s and 2000s in certain years.
Yeah.
It's actual nonsense what people are coming out with. Man City,
Mm.
though, look at the wage bill. Premier League, it's all on Google for anyone. Man City is way above anyone. Like even Arsenal is way below them in that metric. So I don't really rate City too much. And put it this way, Liverpool were their biggest competitors for like 2-3 seasons, but
Mm.
Liverpool could never competed with them financially. Look at how much City was spending, and look at how much Liverpool was spending. And I'm going to defend Liverpool here, right? People were saying Liverpool was spent loads in the summer. That just came. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure City altogether spent the same last year in terms of because they spent a lot in January as well, 2025. They spent a
Mm.
decent amount in the summer. Actually, Man City spent pretty much the same amount Liverpool did last year,
Yeah.
and unlike
It,
Liverpool, they spent it again. They spent again. They bought the best defender, informed defender, right, that you can buy, and they also
mm.
bought the best informed winger you can buy as well this year.
Mm.
But I'm talking about last year too. They spent just as much as Liverpool when you take into account they spend a winter too, and they spent a shit ton right now in January. So
They copied us, and then they tried to like basically we used to sign the Premier League's best players, but we never splashed money on them like how it sounds like City are doing it. You know what I'm trying to say? City go and raid teams for like look at Monaco, Bernardo Silva. When they went
yeah,
to who else did they sign? Two players from the same season. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like Man City have signed players like Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne he was a great player. I'm not even gonna take the piss here. Like Kevin De Bruyne was a great signing for City. We can talk about
but you know what our fans are doing. Our fans are like, oh, but you can't spend 100 million if it's any more than 80. Walk away. It's like, what are you talking about? The
bro.
best
It's all
players are going to cost. They're going to demand 500,000. If they're going to be 100 million cost, they're going to demand 500,000 a week. Yeah,
bro.
go give the fuck you money and get them. That's the reality.
Bro, this is what pisses me off. It's like, bro, Man United fans always talk about, you know, oh, the Glazers, we want the Glazers gone, but they're so scared about how much money they spend, bro. It drains their money. Are you not happy that it drains their money, there, bro? And the Anthony money drained. What else? The Hoyland money that's been drained. I'm not happy with those signings as a Man United fan, but as a Glazer hater, I fucking love it,
You know, you're saying music to my ears.
bro.
I'm
It,
liking
it,
what you're saying. I'm liking
it's
what you're
what
saying. You're
it's
smiling like a
true
Cheshire
though.
cat. I like it.
It's true though, because these people think it's their money. But it's true though. It is your money. You're the ones that are putting money into their pockets. That's what it is. It's their money.
Yeah,
I
I,
mean,
I I can say here I've not bought a Man United shirt for 10 years. I can say it here
mm,
because I'm not gonna buy it if they're not winners. I'm not buying their stuff. Don't get me wrong. I do wanna go watch the team and stuff like that, and I could do it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not giving money to these people. I'm not giving money to these people. I don't
I'm
like them.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry,
No,
guys.
no. Listen, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying is I just don't want to fund these people, you know. I just don't want to fund them when you look at what they're doing with everything. But also, there's a narrative that they're spending loads of money. No, they're not. What we spent last year is like half of Liverpool and City, almost just like 60% or
We
something.
spent a
We
lot
don't spend
on
that much.
4 players. We spent a lot of money on 4 players
Yeah,
in
and we
trans.
need to double that. We need to double 4 players is nothing actually when you think about it. When you have people
Yeah,
that are second in the league and they're signing like 8, 9 players. So 4 players
exactly.
really isn't enough. And another thing, let's put it this way. You saw what happened when yeah, okay, you can say Ruben Amorim was stubborn, blah blah blah. Yeah, true. But you saw how much worse we got when Mbuma and Ahmad were out. So we haven't got squad depth. People keep thinking we have squad depth. We really don't. Like if we
I
have
actually
one or two
don't think we're
injuries.
that bad, man. I don't think we actually were that bad because if you go look at that Newcastle game when Amarim played it back four, we cooked them in that first half without Mbuemo and Ahmad. We absolutely destroyed them in that first half. Do you remember that game where we beat Newcastle 1-0 and then Amarim decided to throw on all these academy players to try and throw away the game just like that on purpose? You could see what
Yeah,
he was trying to do. That was throwing on academy players to try and ruin the game. We actually outplayed Newcastle that first half and we deserved to win. Like that was the game I talked about. Like, yo, if we can play like this, we'll be fine. But bro, this guy stubborn switches back to his old ways, and what happens? We crumble again. And then this is what
yeah,
I'm saying. Like, why I'm so glad Amarim is gone and Carrick's such a breath of fresh air. It's just like watching just football, watching the good football. Look, I get it. Standards, results. We're not supposed to be celebrating like top four and celebrating where we are at the moment. I'm not celebrating where Man United are because that's not what Man United is,
but we have to
right?
get top four, don't we? We have to
We
get
have we
Champions
have
League.
to now.
We've
We
been
have
out
to
of it
now.
for a long, long time now, and we're
Exactly.
losing 100 million in profit every year when we're not in the Champions League. That's another
Mm.
thing as well. Now I don't care about the
Right.
profit part, but what I mean is it's more money we can spend, right? So
Yeah.
I don't want any excuses when they're saying we don't have money. We're out of track. No, you've had an extra £100 million in pure profit. Go spend now.
Mm. Facts, bro. Facts. But obviously back to Arsenal. 2 points to Wolves. They dropped 2 points to Wolves. What did you make of that game? What did you make of that game, bro? And obviously we continue talking about that one. Talking about that game.
Uh,
Sorry.
well, with Arsenal, I'll be honest. I just think they're mentally weak. Now, again, I've also said to you, people don't seem to mention it enough. But for a long time, I've always looked at their attacking players, and I'm not impressed by any of them. You know,
Mm.
Gyökeres is not someone who scores a loads of goals. He seems kind of timid as well in an Arsenal shirt. I don't know what's going on there. When he was in Portugal, he was quite like a, how do I put it? He was seemed more of an aggressive player, but now he just looks like a deer in headlights. Everyone
Mm.
wants to talk about Saka this, Saka that. Listen, I mean, he just has a few little cute little things on the ball. What's his actual output, right? And Bumo,
I feel
right, is
sorry
not
for.
as yeah, but Mbumo maybe is not as sexy as Cunha, but Mbumo gets a shit ton of goals, right? You play him anywhere and you'll get your goals. This is the reality. Let's get to the other one, Martinelli. Garbage Nelly. That guy's trash as well. So the point is, I actually think in terms of goals, these guys are scoring more goals than they should, and there's a reason why Arteta is relying on the defenders to score the goals because the defenders are better than the attackers. So it's
Mm.
crazy to say that, right? The defenders are better at scoring than the attackers. But in this game, regardless, Wolves is shit anyway. I just think that they look like they shit themselves, and whenever the pressure gets too much, you have certain players get angry, but other ones look nervous. And by the way, I mean David Raya as well. I don't think he's good enough either. I'm not sure why they signed him, um, because clearly he can't take the pressure either. It's not the first time this season. He also made a blunder against, was it Sunderland they lost to, and he did that strange thing with the ball or something. It was a newly promoted team. He did something strange with the ball.
Are you talking about the David Raya incident, or are you talking about? Are you talking about the one when David Raya said that he was talking about the ball where it's a new ball, we have to adapt to it? Are you talking about that one?
I think it was against Sunderland. Let me look it up. So Arsenal
Well,
and
are you talking
Sunderland.
about what David Raya said or what David Raya did?
No, it's one of his performances which was dodgy. I think it was in that draw, right? One of his performances was dodgy there as well, and he sort of came out for it. You know, he likes to do his sweep the
Oh
keeper
yeah,
type
Oh,
of
the
stuff.
equalizer. Yeah, the equalizer.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a
And
2-2.
again,
It was a 2-2
yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
right.
people are gonna keep talking about Sunderland and this and that. No, 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 no. It's a newly promoted team. If you're gonna be winning the Premier League, I want to see you beating them 3-4-0, and that's what should be expected. It's not arrogant to say that. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but I'm just saying that if you're top of the league, newly promoted team, they might do a few little, oh, we're playing defensive, all of that. No, no, no. You should be destroying them. Um, but and again, Wolves are fucking garbage, and they drew to them. They kind of stole a draw, and now the first time, and now the second time they've done it again. It seems. Really, there's the only pressure is literally the pressure here in those two games because those sides are not amazing, especially the two Wolves games they've drawn, right. Wolves are a terrible team. So what's the excuse here? They should be on paper beating them easily. It just
Mm.
seems their goalkeeper again, even some of their defenders, their midfield, all of these players just seem they can't take the pressure. And I don't know, man, they can't take the pressure, and their front line don't score enough goals.
Is it crazy to say United's front three is better than Arsenal's front three?
No, it's not front three. They are better. Name me an attacker that Arsenal have got that's better than Mbumo. And again, I'll keep praising Mbumo because people seem to be sleeping on Mbumo a little bit. Mbumo's been playing in a hectic team. They've kept changing his position. Sometimes he's in that striker position. Sometimes in that left wing position. I've seen him a couple of times there. He gets he gets goals though.
I'll say
I don't.
this.
None of their attackers are better than Mbumo, and literally, that's the reality. I'd rather take Cunha over Ahmad as well, over what's his name, Saka. Any day, I'd take
I'll,
Cunha over Saka too.
I'll say this though, bro. Like, I actually feel sorry for Saka because I don't think he deserves the. I don't think he deserves the treatment he's getting from Arteta. Do you know what it is? He's been run. He's been run to the ground. He has been like burned out, bro. He looks burned out. Like, look at the way he's been he's been playing. He's really ruined arguably one of the best players to come through their academy. Like, actually, Saka is one of the best players to come through that academy, right? And we're talking, one of the most talented wingers, or was supposed to be one of the most talented wingers in world football. But the problem was he just didn't, he was burnt out because Arteta overused him in games he didn't need to be overused, and he plays for England, being overused there. Arteta using him in games that you don't need to use him in. His fitness is gone. It's just he's just not the same guy anymore. It's just so easy to predict what Saka is gonna do. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just you just know what Saka is gonna do. And look, I rate Saka. I think he's a good player. He has credit in the bank as a player. But if we're talking
Yeah, but the way I see him is he not more like an Ahmad player? Like I don't see him as someone who's fully developed himself. I mean, and yeah, you can blame the manager there. Sure, I get what you're saying, but I honestly see Saka as a similar level to Ahmad. That's what I don't see Saka as like a player that's actually kind of at the peak of his powers yet. And maybe he'll never reach it. 'Cause that's the reality with a lot of young players. They talk about potential and never reach it. I mean, we'll have to see, but yeah.
fair enough. Manj, what do you make of what King Khan said obviously about Saka as well? What do you make of that?
I think a couple of years ago, before the last Europe international tournament, I think he's one of the best players in the world for me. People want to
Mm,
disagree. That's completely fine. That's the way I look at it. Right now, because of injuries and whatnot, curtailed his progress. I feel like he hit the peak a couple of years ago, and obviously when he get back from injuries, you're never the same player, innit? So, unfortunately for him, hope he does have a good season. Obviously, as an England fan, I want him to do well. I want England to hopefully win the World Cup, but it ain't going to happen because he's not going to come home. But you never know. So that's where I'm at.
Fair enough. I hear your points completely. But obviously this weekend is the North London derby. Anything more you want to say about the Wolves game before we go to that North London derby game, or you want to say anything else, or you want to just go there? We can go to the North. All right, North London derby. People say this derby is probably one of the most, probably the biggest and the best derby in England. I don't know why. I just don't see that hype around it. Like it's just two sides that just got zero standards. Just two sides that don't care about winning trophies. Clearly, you know.
Tottenham are always the biggest joke. So yeah, you're right. I mean, you just reminded me of what happened in the summer, though. But yeah, apart from that, Tottenham are the biggest joke. So you're right.
No, they
Yeah.
no, they are. But the problem is, like, that was the last time one of the two clubs won something. Out of how many years? Like, we're talking Arsenal last won a trophy in 2020. And then North London Derby is like, bro, there's nothing behind it. It's like there's no real meaning to it. You know what I'm trying to say? The last real meaning to it, or the last thing that they had to fight for, was probably a North London derby in, I'd say, in the League Cup semi-finals back in 2008. I don't know if you remember that, but I think Spurs thrashed Arsenal that year. They absolutely decimated Arsenal in the semi-finals, and this is what I'm trying to say. Tottenham don't ever, like, it's not Tottenham. It's just like Manchester derbies at least have something to it because like both teams win trophies. Like Arsenal, Tottenham. What is it? What is that? What is the meaning behind it? Like in terms of like the heritage, like winning, like success. Because both clubs ain't as successful in recent times. You know, this derby for me,
Yeah.
I like it though. It's good entertainment. North London derby is good entertainment. But I'm talking about like what real meaning has North London derbies ever had? You know what I'm
Probably
trying to say?
location, isn't it? Like North London, bragging rights and all that rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Just
Maybe,
a
maybe.
small thing makes it into like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Just for to makes it more prestigious and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just like because Arsenal came from South London, and then Tottenham just thought they always own North London. Sorry, Tottenham always thought they always owned North London, but guess what? Not anymore. So, but what do you make of this? What do you guys make of this game? What do you guys think of this game? Like, Madge, I'll start with you first. Oh no, King
Okay.
Khan, sorry. No, go
No,
on.
that's all right. That's all right.
No. Is it King Khan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just say King Khan, whatever. It's all right.
yeah, Khan can go first. I got nothing else to say about this game. I
Um,
just do
to,
predictions after.
the way I see it is, well, I was saying this a few weeks ago. Arsenal have got two derbies. They've got Spurs and they've got Chelsea, and they're in bad form. Now, if they somehow win both of those games and get full points, then I'll say, again, I'm still hesitating, but then I say, I'm kind of confident you're going to win the league, but I'm not sure because they're in such poor form. Obviously, Spurs, they hate Arsenal with passion, and they're going to want to just get something out of the game, because if they even drop another 2 points, I'm pretty sure they're level with City, because yeah, they're 5 points ahead of City, but actually technically it's only two when you think about it, because City have got one less game, right? So really it's
Yeah,
only 2 points, right? So if they just get something out of this game, and really it's just to stop Arsenal, then they're on level points, and then they're going to go to Chelsea after. So that's the reality of it. I mean, that's what I was saying a few weeks ago. There's too many derbies when it comes to Arsenal, and they threw away quite a few games against poor opposition. I don't say they threw the game against us away, because again, we were very good that day, and it was also unexpected because we improved a lot. So I actually don't blame them for losing to us, because we were great that day. But
yeah.
I'm not. Again, this game here, they have to win it. And they have to win they have to win the Chelsea one too. But again, I'm not sure they can, because they're in bad form, and these guys hate them both. So
Hmm.
where's the Chelsea game? Is that at home? I can't. I don't
Yeah,
quite remember.
it's at Emirates because Arsenal already played and drew 1 away.
Okay,
10-man.
but the Spurs one is away, but I'm not sure how good they are away. And again, they've got a new man. Who's their new manager going to be? Is it just an
Tudor.
interim guy or?
Igor Tudor.
Yeah, he's been sacked 11 times in his career.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, who? Sorry, who?
He used to be a very good player for Juventus.
He just managed Juventus. I think he's got sacked for Juventus actually just recently. He got sacked by Juve.
So they're trying to do like a Mourinho thing where you get like 11 clubs on the bounce.
Gonna have to see. I mean, let's see if Spurs can stop the win of the title.
Yeah.
And whether Chelsea can. But again, they have to win those 2 games. Now, again, if you asked me a couple of months ago, I'd say they actually have the quality to do that. But I'm not sure anymore. I'm not sure, but they should be winning it. But again, it all comes down to whether are those players going to shit themselves, or are they going to be like, okay, no, we're gonna we're males, so we have 2 testicles here. We're gonna go and win it. I'm not sure. And another thing as well, I forgot to mention another player, their captain, that complete pussy as well.
Oh my, he's horrible, bro.
By the way, even if he's dropped, that's still it's not fixing anything because he's still your captain. This is the guy that's giving you speeches in his little Norwegian, whatever the hell he speaks. Yeah, going, oh, we're champions. Like, bro, the only thing you're a champion for was Barbie's boyfriend. Like, I'm telling you, that guy is not going to inspire any kind of aggression into his players. A proper captain is a Roy Keane, Sergio Ramos. That's who you need. Not this guy. So let's see. I mean, because again, dropping him is not going to work. They have to strip this guy of his captaincy and give it to, I don't know, maybe Gabriel. Maybe people can say Rice. I'm not sure how he is behind the scenes. I think Gabriel has got that personality to him, right? It's a bit of a scary defender, that kind of thing going on with him. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Kevin? What do you think is going to happen in the next 2 games? Because 2 London derbies. Think they're going to win both, or what? Where they're going to drop and where they're going to drop?
I'll let Manj answer this one, then I'll answer this one, bro.
I think they drop points at the week. Actually, no, I think they win both games. Actually, it's going to be tough. The nerves have definitely kicked in, but I think they'll be alright. But here's the thing: you never know about Tottenham. Which one Tottenham's going to turn up? If Tottenham score first, boy, the pressure's going to be on Arsenal. But if Arsenal score first, they should be alright. But then again, we said that about Wolves. So I'm expecting Arsenal to win both games.
I hear it. No, because look, Arsenal used to winning these 2 games, right? They're used to winning against Chelsea. They're used to winning against Spurs. By now, they've probably beaten them every single season up to this point. So look, what do I think? What did I make of this game? What do I think is going to happen in this game? You asked me. I think, look, Chelsea, they're one of those sides that they get a result out of nowhere, like against the big club. We all thought they were going to get smacked against Man City. Wait, remember that? We all thought Chelsea was going to get slapped like 7 or 8-0 against Man City because of that manager sacking, and they thought, oh, managerless Chelsea, what's going to happen? They ended up getting a last-minute equalizer away at Man City. They ended up scoring in the last minute. So, crazy things have happened. But in terms of this weekend says, Spurs need it more than Arsenal. Because Spurs are literally in a relegation scrap. That's good to hear, isn't it? They're in a relegation scrap. Arsenal, they probably won't
we need
lose.
it. We need it as revenge. Yeah, screw it. We need it as revenge.
They won't lose their place. Arsenal won't lose their place if they lose this weekend. So look, I think Tottenham need it more than Arsenal. But in saying that, yeah, because they need to stay up. Tottenham need to stay up. But if we're talking about Arsenal, because they won't lose their place, Arsenal will not lose their place if they lose this weekend. So I think Tottenham need it. I think Tottenham will need it more than Arsenal. You know what I'm trying to say? I think Tottenham will need it more.
Do you think they win at Chelsea as well?
No, they'll beat Chelsea at home. Yes, I think they'll beat Chelsea at home for sure.
It's crazy when you think about it. So if they win those 2 games, but you still wouldn't be sure if they win the title, huh?
It
Mm.
depends on City's game in hand and the Etihad, what do
Yeah,
you call it as well?
because City
They've
also have
improved a lot.
Palace. Don't forget, because don't forget that the cup final is going to happen, so they have to pull one of City's games out of one of the game weeks and put it into like a midweek game of how they did against Arsenal. So yeah, so I think it's in City's hands now. Arsenal, this is one of the best Arsenal sides in recent times. Apparently, according to their fans, it's one of the worst Man City sides of recent time, but yet they're still within touching distance of Arsenal. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. But what do I think will happen in this game? I think Arsenal should. I think Arsenal will probably win this game. I think it's a game that Arsenal tend to turn up, even though they're not in good form. Even in the out of form, Arsenal probably turn up against Tottenham. Let's be real. Igor Tudor's debut for Spurs. Do we know what's going to happen? Probably not, because we just don't know how Spurs will turn up, right? Because Carrick's first game was a win against Man City. I'm not trying to say Carrick and Igor Tudor are on the same level or whatnot. But what I'm trying to say is that at least, at least the manager bounce might be there. So Arsenal need to be wary of that. And they need to try and make sure that they don't fall into the trap of, he's an interim manager. He is somebody that is coming and has not really made it, or what do you say? Is come in and he's gonna try and allow us to soak up the pressure, like how Carey did against City. There was times where we allowed the pressure and we completely countered them and won the game. So we'll see, man. Well, we'll see. Well, what do you guys have any more to say on this game? Obviously, North London Derby is usually a big one. I'm trying to say? Spurs haven't won the North London Derby since 2022, 3-0 at home when they beat Arsenal to get Champions League. Do you remember that?
Oh, the Kane penalty and that, yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting when you were saying you think that Arsenal will turn up, but it's pretty crazy when you think about the people that are the team that's leading the league, and we're talking about whether they'll turn up or not. Says a lot
Mm.
about this Premier League, and we've seen City before the January window. They've been very inconsistent too. Even hey, I mean we're in fourth, and we've been very inconsistent. I mean the league has been declining for quite a few years now. Um, I don't know if it's a player thing or if it's a manager thing. Um, I'm not sure about that, but I think that's also got to be said.
Mm. A draw could happen. There's a good chance a draw could happen because both teams will. I guess I'll say both teams will want it, but who want it more is the question. Who will want it more? Arsenal are going through that bottle drop mentality again. Spurs trying to fight relegation. So this game could get interesting in terms of like who will want it more. Who will show that they want it? Who will show that they want it more? You know what I mean? I agree with you, AFC always. Definitely 100%. The Premier League's lost 100%. Facts, bro.
Well, yeah, and I go back to it when Man City, a team like a nobody club, right? A complete nobody club has dominated the Premier League. That's a big part of it, isn't it?
How have we allowed this to happen, man? It's a joke. Joke to me.
I guess money talks, doesn't it? Because you have all these when you have this like somewhat smaller clubs. Even Chelsea got fined pretty easily with the whole PSR thing, but with Man City, this whole charges thing, they've prolonged it. They've prolonged it because you have an entire state. You have a very rich, like an entire state backing a club, and they're actually richer than the Premier League itself, obviously, and that's what it comes down to. They're pretty scared of them, and also our owners. When I say our owners, I mean United, probably even Liverpool and Arsenal as well. When you think about what they used to be, we don't actually spend that big because these guys are spending often double what we do. That's of the money that we know about. I'm pretty sure they're doing some under the table stuff as well. They're doing some like underhand hidden stuff as well. They spend a lot more than we do. They have they have bigger squads. They have big salaries, and this is the situation of it. And when they've been doing these dodgy things, it seems they've just been allowed to prolong it, delay. as much as they can. Wait, is he muted or?
Oops, sorry, I forgot to mute myself. My bad. Sorry about that. I wholeheartedly agree with you, man. Wholeheartedly agree with you. Nah, it's just the way I think ownership changes, how ownership changes can do to you. When a new ownership change comes in, the standard just elevates. One club wants it more. They want to win more. Yes, they spend money. Yes, they've done some crazy stuff, but we can't question their standards. That's the one thing that what the one thing I appreciate about Man City is that they've at least got some standards left in football. That's the one thing I'm be like, because other clubs in the Premier League, they're not that like elite mindset anymore. They don't have that mindset of, oh, let's compete with City. Let's try and beat Man City. Let's just care about
Look at
them.
Chelsea as well. What a tragedy! What happened to them last few years? I mean,
The Premier League
no one
all about
competes with Man City
top
anymore.
four, race for top four, relegation battles. While City keeps sweeping the league. Because Chelsea fans say, let's get to top four. Liverpool fans saying, all right, we spent 450 million, let's get top four now. United fans, top four. Arsenal started this whole thing where they have top four. They started this narrative because Arsene Wenger was saying top four was better than an FA Cup. Do you remember that? He was saying top four is better than the trophy. It's a joke, but this is why I'm saying English football is in the mud because of stuff like that. Because of Champions League race. Oh, let's race the race for the Champions League. Oh, the battle of relegation. Nobody cares. Win a league title.
They don't even. It's funny you mentioned the Champions League stuff. They don't even win the Champions League that often anyway.
Exactly.
You got Real Madrid dominating it, and you got
Hopefully
and
they
sometimes
win
you
it
got
again,
Barca
man.
as well in the 2010s. This is the reality.
Please.
What's that? You want Madrid to win it
Real,
again?
Real Madrid,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
bro.
love
I want,
Madrid as well. If I don't want to say I
bro.
support two teams,
Madrid
but
are our brothers, man.
I do love
They're our
Madrid.
brothers. They're our brothers, man. Madrid. I love Madrid, man. They're our brothers in Spain. But I have zero hatred for Madrid. Zero, zilch. No hatred for them at all.
We don't hate them because we're the only other club that are like on their level in terms of how big we are, in terms of the fan base and everything, in terms of our fan
And
base
they
and
respect us.
reach.
And they
Yeah,
respect
of
us too,
course.
and we respect them because of we interchange players. They've helped us during the Munich air disaster and everything like that. So I have
Yeah,
lots of love for Real Madrid, man. I
you
just
got
can't
proper
hate.
clubs. You got proper clubs like Madrid and United, and you got the loser clubs like Man City, Liverpool, Barca, and they all love each other. The losers all love each other, by the way. But the two proper,
Exactly.
like honest, good kind of clubs, United, Madrid, we all get along.
And then you have Liverpool City holding hands. We're the biggest rivalry in Premier League history.
Yeah,
Bollocks.
when their managers are
Bollocks.
literally one of their managers wants to lick the bald head of one, and the other one wants to do the same to the other guy as well. I mean, what kind of rivalry is that? Where you have
No, you're right.
what's that guy, that Trent Alexander guy, and he's just there with Pep, and they're just laughing with each other. Like, what kind of rivalry is that?
Bro,
Are they kissing in the dressing rooms after, or what?
Can I bring up the NBA for 1 second?
Certain other words I want to say, but I'm not going to say the other words. But yeah.
The Celtics Sixers, right? Celtics, right? I'm a Celtics fan. We tend to beat the Philadelphia 76ers so much, right? To the point where their player came out and said, "It's not a rivalry. They always kick our ass." I'm not joking. He actually said that. He actually said that, bro. It's not a rivalry. They always kick. They always kick our ass. This is what I'm saying. The Premier League has no rivalry anymore. You saw
gotta
Man
love
United.
also. You gotta love the invincible years too. At least those guys were like hard, and it was like a proper war. It was a proper war, right? But nowadays
Yeah,
it's just all loving each other, maybe literally as well.
yeah, man. Like, bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, you had Man United players, Liverpool players, hug it. Oh, we haven't seen each other in a long time, bro. Just get on with the game. This is why rivalries are
Yeah.
dead. You
Where's
saw
the
Fred.
punches? Why
You
they're
saw
talking?
Fred.
Where's the punches?
Broski, you saw Fred and Fabinho hugging each other. You saw who else? Who else was like? That's what I'm saying, bro. I just don't like it, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
get
think
it.
they just become soft though, haven't they? They're just like
Yeah.
scrolling on their bullshit social media apps all
Now it's all
day.
about being
That's
friends.
become soft.
Now it's all about being friends. Oh, we're a family and all that. You know what I mean? This is why the Premier League is falling apart.
And you know what? People are going to say, "Oh, well, actually, they're just evolving it and they're being nice to each other." No, no, it's bullshit anyway. It's not even real. Like this, it's a complete fake anyway. Because guess what? It's either you or the other guy's going to be first. There's
Mm.
no two people are first. Okay, so they want to act like best buddies. It's a bunch of bullshit, and I don't care about the whole positivity part. Because, like I say, I mean, one of you, well, most of you are going to lose, and only one of you is going to succeed. That's the
The
reality
only
of it. It's a dog eat dog, so you might as well actually be honest and act like it.
the only rivalry that you see nowadays, I guess you could maybe say India Pakistan.
Oh, I don't watch cricket to be honest, but
Huge
yeah.
rivalry, and obviously you also have your own fan base. The reason why I laugh is because you have your own fan bases fighting with each other. That's the
Yeah.
real rivalry. It's your own fan base. You versus your own fan base. That's the biggest
Oh,
today's day.
yeah.
Let's just be real, right? It's the biggest rivalry in today's days because like they're always like, oh, you're not a real fan. Oh, you're a fake fan because you
Shall I
say
tell you?
this.
Shall I tell you what it is? It's just a bunch of unintelligent people that are falling for the propaganda. PR is just
Facts.
another word for propaganda. PR means corporate propaganda. They've all been putting this bullshit in people's heads, but they
Propaganda.
sat there
Yeah,
like, oh, we've done 4 signings, we've done 5 signings. We have had a big summer. No, we haven't. No, we fucking
bro.
haven't. We're 15th. Where's the 10 signings? You think I'm being
Just,
sarcastic here? No. Where the fuck's the 10 signings? Oh,
just
you're
what you said.
falling for the propaganda. All these idiots.
Just funny what you said. PR propaganda actually starts with PR. You know that, right?
No, isn't PR? Was it public relations?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is propaganda actually starts with PR.
Yeah, yeah, no, but it's actually an important thing that I'm saying because the club
Yeah.
keeps coming out with bullshit like I mean, our ones, I don't know how people are falling for it because our ones are really stupid. Okay, they sit in front of the media. This future Ratcliffe guy, I love him for one reason. Unlike the Glazers, who are scum, this scumbag is at least kind of open about it. So I don't know why he's sitting in front of the media saying the money was gonna run out and all this bullshit. When in reality, they had 600, they had record revenues. I,
He's
d-
worth 25 billion, bro. So Jim's worth 25 billion
yeah,
alone. He's worth 25 billion alone. This guy dodges tax in Monaco, and claims that and immigrants are colonized in the UK. How do you guys feel? Because you guys are like literally you. I'm sure you guys have got families from different parts of the world, and how did you guys feel about it? Because I'm not from the UK, but I still felt affected by it because my
yeah.
family
Well,
had immigrants
the
like
reality is there's
60 years ago. I mean,
yeah.
sorry, we're going.
Yeah, there's certain like I don't want to say like there's certain, let's say, right wing individuals that are getting more popular in the UK and
Mm,
other Western countries. So he's thinking they might get in power. Let me try and appease them. And he's maybe thinking, well, maybe some of the fans support this as well. So let me just say something that they're too afraid to say, and maybe they're going to support me, right? So that's what it comes down to. He wants the retards to support him, and he's also maybe thinking the government might change and they agree with me. And also it's a distraction tactic as well. But I think a big part of it also is just some old guy who can't control his bodily functions anymore, and that includes his brain. That's the vibe I get from Jim Rentboy. So
mm.
that's the reality I get from him. But listen, there's one good thing with him. I think even Carrick spoke against him at the press conference. Did you see what Carrick was saying? Carrick was basically giving the exact opposite kind of ideals to what Jim was saying. But it's a good thing. I actually want Jim to say more and more of this stuff because, again, the more he kind of brings the club into
Their pocket.
disrepute, that's what we need. We need him to keep exposing himself. And he's already he hasn't actually lasted that long. I mean, the last few months, his popularity has gone down massively.
Mm. Yeah, no, it has. It has, and so Jim Ratcliffe is a guy that is known for being a liar. He's known for contradicting himself, lying to himself, lying to the fans, about money, lying to us all about trying to get
Yeah.
United back trying to put Manchester back into, trying to put how do you say it? Trying to put the United back into Manchester or whatever it was. You know what I'm trying to say? I just don't get it. I just don't get what he's saying. It's just a joke, man. Just a
Yeah, no,
joke.
it's all bullshit. It's what it comes down to. I don't even know why he's still here. I just hope he does
Be
more and more
gone.
interviews.
He should be gone. We
And
should be sanctioned.
yeah, I mean, I didn't join that. Was that a 1958 protest or whatever it was? I don't know why they're not calling off the games. That's what needs to happen.
It's because they
Um,
bought. That's why. To be fair, they've
they
already
need to
bought.
call it off. Even like people call French people, kind of like they're waving the white flag. They want to retreat. Dude, I mean,
Mm,
those people would revolt more than whatever they're doing in the UK. They're not doing enough, and then they're surprised why 20 years later they're still there.
exactly. But anyways, I think let's just get to score predictions for this game. Spurs Arsenal. I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal. No worries, man. Just take care, bro. Take care, broski.
Yo,
Who
big
in
up, I
Arsenal?
got a bounce. So
No
family
worries.
waiver. Apologies.
See you, man.
What's your score prediction for the United game? And actually, before you go, can I actually read a score prediction for all the games this weekend? Before you
Yeah,
go,
sure. Yeah, I got a couple of minutes. One or 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Aston Villa Leeds.
3-1 Villa.
Just man, Jake and Khan. You know, also do the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Brentford
3-1
Brighton.
Villa.
Villa.
What's next?
Brentford Brighton.
2-1 Brentford.
Chelsea Burnley.
5-0 Chelsea.
West Ham Bournemouth.
3-2 Bournemouth.
City Newcastle.
3-1 City.
Palace Wolves.
2-1 Palace.
Forest Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool.
Sunderland Fulham.
2-1 Sunderland.
Spurs Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal.
And last but not least, Everton Man United.
Everton United. I'm going to give you a quick prediction on that one. I'm going to say it's going to be similar to West Ham, 1-1.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair enough, man. Big up to you,
You
bro.
guys take care, yeah? Big up.
Yeah, take
yeah.
care, bro. Have a good one, bro. Bless your family every single time, bro. Bless up, man, every single time. Big up to you, Sanchez. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Hope you're blessed. Let me get to the comments real quick. What I hate to see is his players laughing in the tunnel. You would never see Vieira and Keane doing that. It was war of facts. Rivalries ain't the same as it used to be in a lot of sports as well. It's not just football. It's just in basketball as well. Like you talk about Celtics, Lakers. I'm a huge Celtics fan, and it's sad to see the rivalry go away because I hate the Lakers big time, right? And I'm a huge Celtics fan. I want to see the rivalry come back, and you know, when we're talking about sports in general, it's pretty much a rivalry between you and your own fans because whatever you say just goes out to goes out to the audience, and your fans just hate it, and they're like crowding around you saying, "Oh, you're a fake fan. You're this. You're that." This is what I don't like, you know. But at the end of the day, it's football.
Apparently, us saying no, we want to win the title, we want the Champions League. Apparently, that makes us fake fans. Oh no, we should be happy that they got second under Ollie and all of this. It's like I don't care.
Oh, be
Where's the
grateful.
title? Where's the
Oh,
Champions League?
we wanted the title. Nah, it's too unrealistic. Be more realistic. We can't challenge for the title because we're not we're not there yet. Well, you lot were gassing up these players, so what? How can it not be there? You know what I'm trying to say? It's
We're
just
not there. Yeah, I love the one where it's unrealistic. We need more time. It's 13 years, not long enough.
no.
How many bullshit rebuilds we have? Another beautiful PR word they've created as well. It's kind of clever, and why all the idiots keep falling for it is the whole rebuild and trust the process. They've clearly sat down in a boardroom somewhere and they're writing it down. There's some guys in suits, right? Probably 55 years old or something, and they're all like, which psychology words? Like, make it simple. The idiots understand it. They're all going to repeat it. It's going to give us time. That's what it
Yeah,
comes down to. It's like, no, you made 600 and something million in revenue. Okay, cool. Spend 400 million right now. Oh, what do you mean you can't? No, spend 400 million right now. 200 million in fucking today's football. That's not even that much, especially when you're starting from
exactly.
15th.
Mm. Arsenal balling at Spurs gonna have a new manager. About idea of Arsenal winning anything this season.
Who does this
uh,
guy support? Who does he support?
he's a United fan. He's a United fan. United fan.
Okay.
Sancho. If Arsenal win the Prem, they may never win anything this season. I hear you, because I think it depends on the League Cup final. If Arsenal win the League Cup final, I think they'll go on to win the league. And why I say that is because they'll know how to get over the line. They'll have to know how to get over the line, right? The experience will get them over the line. If they don't win, if they don't win the League Cup, good luck facing Man City in this title race. Because if they win the League Cup, bro, their confidence is gonna skyrocket. It's gonna skyrocket. It's gonna go from here to all the way up there. City gonna win. I think City might win, but we'll get to the cup final predictions in 2 weeks. Time.
I think that's the logical thing because they already drew at home against a shit City, and City have improved. People are not talking about how they've bought the best defender available, and they've also bought the best informed winger. And if they lost to an inferior City at home, what people are going to expect? So again, Arsenal have got a massively up their game. The onus is on Arsenal, really. Whether they could, I mean, I hope they can do it because again, I don't want City closing in on us, and they've been dominating the league for the last 10-15 years.
Agreed.
But I'm not confident in them, and I don't like any of their attackers. Our attackers, United's attackers are better than theirs.
This is why I say, bro, find margins in it. All we have to do is win our games against the teams that we stunk the gap against, and we could have been there.
All shit teams as well. People say I'm being disrespectful. I don't care if I'm being disrespectful. All shit teams as well. Nobody teams like West Ham and Forest and like loser teams, and we're struggling against them. I don't take any excuse.
Leeds away really pissed me off. That game really pissed me off. Leeds away. I wanted to win.
But the opposition they played well. They were very good. What? They're shit. They're shit. They're not well. They're shit. They're nobodies. Where's my 4-0 victory? I'm saying that with no sarcasm. Where's my 4-0 victory? But listen, I mean, it's quite funny when you say these things to all these deluded, all these fans that are they've just taken the low standard bullshit.
It's so toxic and negative. You don't want to see us trust the process.
And they all said that, they say they Glazer out, but yet they're fine with this bullshit. No. At least be honest, guys. You claim in your brain like you think you're Glazer out, but you actually love them because you've fallen for the propaganda. You've fallen for the propaganda of saying third and fourth and second is good enough. It isn't fucking good enough. Where's my first?
It's terrible, man. Terrible. I'm very surprised with Saka getting a new contract. I'm not surprised. I think it was expected. I think you got to keep Saka around, to be honest with you.
Nah, they're going to give it to him because he's an academy boy as well. He makes them a lot of money too.
Whether City tries to have to get expelled, I don't know if this is true. I think it's just rumors again. PR to motivate City to go and win this league. But did I ask you for your score prediction for the Spurs Arsenal game?
Spurs Arsenal. Oh, it's crazy. I never thought I'd be cheering on Arsenal all these years later, but you know what? My heart needs Arsenal to win this, so give me 2-1 Arsenal. But if I'll say one thing here though. If Arsenal don't win the league this year, I'm gonna become a real fucking hater of Arsenal because they're gonna have let me down. They're gonna have let me down. I'm gonna be very angry with Arsenal because I've been supporting them and I want them to stop City because I hate City a lot.
Bro, Joe's funny. It's almost just like they see us like they see us upset that our rivals win the league, so they go and laugh at us for bottling it themselves. They're laughing at us because they bottled the title that meant our rivals beat them, so it made us upset. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like, oh, City won the league, haha, hold that. It's almost like Arsenal fans are just happy seeing Man United fans suffer, but they don't care about themselves. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like I say it again, that everyone's in a 2005 mentality. They haven't grown in terms of how everything has changed. We're not living in 2005, right? Man City have dominated the league, and they've made it basically like a French league in a way. We look at the frequency in which they've won the Premier League in the last 15 years. But people are just so happy for them to win it. In fact, people say, oh, because City's a nobody team, we don't care if they win it. It's like, what? Surely for your league, you want a proper club to win it. You want a club that actually has some soul, some fan base, a club where the manager isn't complaining live on TV saying, "Oh, we haven't got enough fans to attend the Champions League match." Right?
Facts.
But again, I mean, it just comes down to, I think, maybe the fans, maybe people deserve what they get. Maybe you reap what you sow. Um, I've spoken against Liverpool and all that and all this shit, just kind of banterish. But yeah, I don't like them, but I respect them in terms of they're still a great club, right? Along with us, they're one of the two biggest clubs of England. But what the hell is City? And they've
They're
just completely shat on the league.
they're not massive, but they've become massive because we've allowed them to become massive. Instead of us winning, they've elevated their own standards, and now they want to, and now they want to win more than us. They want to win because they have an ownership that cares. We don't have an ownership that cares. That's the problem. We have an ownership that just cares about qualifying for Champions League because it fills their pockets. That's what they've
Yeah,
always been.
I heard one thing. I mean, sometimes I think he actually says the right thing, but I heard people like Goldbridge and who's that Stephen Hosen guy as well, and I heard
Stephen
them
Howe.
saying, yeah, and I'm not a big fan of Howson at all. Mark, I think sometimes he can be all right, but I heard them both were saying like, oh, why do you want owners like City? They're being investigated. It's like, sorry,
I
they're
want
being investigated because they're
not
spending too much. Yeah, no, but they're being investigated for the right reasons. If you're a fan of that club, because they're trying to spend so much money that they're not allowed to spend this much, supposedly, right? Why wouldn't
the
you
thing.
want that? Would you rather have the bullshit where they're like, oh, they're keeping it safe and conservative and being
Yeah,
stingy and penny pinching? No, I want them to be spending so much money that they have to find dodgy ways to bring more in.
but the thing is though, bro, it's like I prefer owners that come in and put their own money into the club, put their money where their mouth is. Like you have people that come in. All right, here's 2 billion putting into the football club. We're gonna maintain elite level standards. We'll qualify for top. We'll qualify for Champions League this year, and then the next year I'm gonna rebuild. We're gonna rebuild this club to help it get back to the top again. That's the ownership I want. If, for example, bro, tomorrow, if new ownership was to come in, right, and say let's just qualify for Champions League this season, I will celebrate that Champions League like crazy. Why? Is because we have new owners and we got rid of the Glazers, right? That's what I only celebrate. I'm not celebrating because we want like a trophy, whatnot. I'm celebrating because we would get new owners, right? And people saying City's owners are being investigated, bro. Not every Arab owner is the same, bro. PSG's owners got investigated one time. They're clear, Not every ownership group gets investigated. They only investigate you when you win because they're jealous of your success. And as much as I hate Man City, that's the case. Their success is being looked at because they keep on winning, whilst other
Yeah.
clubs can't maintain that standard because they can't keep up with the money. They can't keep up with the ownership standards. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well,
It's what
like I said, I think it's always good if you're being investigated for spending too much. I don't think that's a bad thing as a fan, is it? You're like, oh, they're spending too much. Well, guess what? They're getting the best players. We have the highest wage bill. We're spending the most. We're getting all the best players too. What
exactly.
I'm not quite getting as to why our situation is better where you haven't won anything for years and you're getting embarrassed left, right, and center.
Yeah.
It's just shocking the kind of mental gymnastics people go through and how they're lying to themselves and with low standards everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll talk about the next game. We'll talk about is I guess we'll talk about Everton Man United. I did the preview show earlier today. If people want to go check it out, please do check it out. We won't spend too long on this one because I did like a whole preview of this one already. How are you feeling about this game? Because Everton are a team that set up well, and they're a team that know how to approach a game. They're a very aggressive side in my opinion. This is why I think we need to get the first goal if we do. But what do you make of this game and how are you feeling about it?
Well, the problem here is that Everton, we're better than them, but they're not that
Sorry,
much
bro. Can I
worse
answer
than
this
us.
question? I forgot to answer this question. Sorry
Oh
about
yeah,
that,
yeah.
bro.
Let's go. There you go.
Are you guys ruling out Villa? No, we're not ruling out Villa, but I just don't see them winning winning the Prem. They'll be in the Champions League race, but I don't see them winning the Prem. I think they'll win through. I think they'll get through the Europa League. Win the Europa League, they'll get through. Sorry, bro. Go on, bro. Let me cut you off there. I had to answer this question.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, listen, the league doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie. We're better
Yeah.
than Everton, but they're not that much off. They're not that much off. They're also playing at home as well. Now the thing is, I think if we kind of perform how we usually do, like on average, it'll probably be a draw. But I won't be happy with that. I need the win
Yeah, neither will
because
I. In this
I'm
game.
I'm not happy with that because I need the win. I need the win.
Mm.
We're kind of we have other teams on our tails. Let me just see how many points they're behind us. Oof. Chelsea's only 1 point. Liverpool's only 3 points. So it's really just a draw away from us going under Chelsea and us losing the game and us going under Liverpool. So we have to win it. We have to win it. I don't want any excuses. The players are rested. We've got the attacking quality for it. I'm not sure we have the stamina because I'll be honest. I feel like our team do get tired kind of easily. I think it's largely in the midfield regions, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. We do get tired.
Our away form is average.
Really? We actually got some big wins away.
I don't know if it's average, but I hear you still. Like we're more inconsistent away from home than we are at home. Let's be honest. I agree. I agree with that. We're more consistent. Um, we're I'd say away from home. I still kind of trust us to get something because our away results this season have been a win against Liverpool, 2-1. We won our first away game this season. Lost to City 3-0, lost to Brentford 3-1.
The Liverpool one was big though because we hadn't won there in a
That
long,
was
long time.
huge.
That was
huge.
big. That was big. I was happy with that.
I was so gassed we won that game, bro, because it was like a long time coming. We finally won at Anfield.
Yeah,
Like,
because we finally signed some men as well. We signed some actual men, and you saw Cunha just like pushing the Liverpool players a little bit, like we were winning. He was like pushing them a little bit, and that's what I wanted to see. We want to see players that are like, okay, I don't care if it's Liverpool, I don't care we're at Anfield, probably one of the most hostile places to go. And they got the job done. And Boomer, I'm very happy with them. Cunha, I'm pretty happy with Cunha, but I feel we're not getting everything we can out of him. Let's see how he does as a left winger. But if we're being real, he's not really a left winger. So I'm not really sure we have because in the 10th position we've got Bruno there.
I think we drop Amma for this game. We should. I think Sesko should start. I'll be real. I like Ahmad. I think he's a good player. I think he's a really, really good player in terms of like what he can be, what he can do on the ball. But the problem for me is IQ. It's like sometimes he just has that lack of.
It's ego too. It's ego too at times.
Yeah, because you saw. Look, I don't rate Dallo that highly, right? But if Ahmad plays that through ball to Dallo has a good chance to cross that ball to Sesko. You know what I'm trying to say? Big time, bro.
Dallo is the raffle. Most of the time you lose, but when you win big. That's what Dallo is. I'd be very interested in someone doing some kind of psychological analysis on Dallo. Because most of the time he's a headless chicken, really. But sometimes he'll do something crazy and it will actually perform. But yeah, I mean, as for Ahmad, his crossing was no good either. It's not. You can say he's not scoring enough, which is also true, but his crossing wasn't good enough either. And then as soon as we got Mbeumo back on the right wing, guess what? He crosses it to Sesko, bang, he puts the goal in. So it just shows like the difference between kind of a kid and a player in his prime.
Yeah. Big up Prime. Big up to you, bro. You're doing good, my guy. I hope you're blessed. We'd have a 12-day rest. Yeah, we do, and
Yeah,
we're
but
back.
Everton. I don't think Everton have had any games, did they? Did Everton ever have any games?
They also hadn't played for almost the same as us.
Yeah,
Like
so
both
that's the problem. That's why I didn't mention it. They're also rested.
exactly. So it could be like a high scoring draw. We just don't know. Sesko must start. I agree. I agree. Yes, bro. Appreciate it, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 600 subscribers.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I kind of want him to start because I'm not happy with Ahmad, and Sesko just scoring more goals. But he's how good has Sesko been when he's starting though? That's also a question.
I think he started against Burnley and he bagged 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken. The last time I think he started. He started against Sunderland. He scored as well. Started against Brentford. He scored as well. So there's been a few cases where he has started and he has scored. So I'm not gonna what do you call it, say he's better as a sub or better as a starter. As long as he scores, as long as he puts that ball in the back of the net, as long as he scores, that's all I ask for.
If I was
That's all.
Michael Carrick, I'd get a nice big baton, yeah, and I'd take it to Mbeumo, I'd take it to Cunha, take it to Bruno especially, and I'd say you better be crossing it for Sesko because
Mm,
this guy's tall, he's a striker. I don't want any bullshit we were doing
low
these sort
block.
of yeah. I don't want any of this bullshit where you're like just shooting yourself from like far away. No, 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 no. Do that
Facts.
10% of the time, and most of the time feed this guy because we don't feed the guy, we're making him look bad. It's not really his fault.
Mm, yeah, exactly. And this is where I'm saying that when Ahmad was playing with Sesko, do you remember that? Remember that Chelsea game where Ahmad literally had the best chance to cross the ball into the box, and Sesko had a wide open header. No keeper. Keeper was off his line. Sesko open goal. Ahmad refused to cross the ball. This is where I say IQ and lack of creativity comes into play. Sesko, when he gets creativity, he can definitely bag. When Mbeumo went to the right wing, he put the ball in for Sesko against West Ham. That was a really nice finish. Cold finish. But we didn't get much of that. Why? It's because we didn't play our players. I wouldn't say our players, but I think Mbeumo's been playing well as striker. He's been scoring a few goals. But then again, the creativity from him comes from the right wing. The goal scoring comes from up top, but the creativity comes from the right wing. And sometimes if you can't score, you need to be creative. And I think being creative was the ideal one against West Ham, and we unfortunately we didn't do that. And this is
Yeah,
and
but
that's
yeah,
where we
yeah.
fell to our trap, and we ended up having to score last minute equalizer, having to dig it late. You know what I'm trying to say?
But the way I see him, Mbeumo was also scoring a lot as a 10. I think as a right winger, he'll also score for us and he'll be creative. Because I heard people saying it's working as him as a striker, yeah, because Mbeumo is a clinical, accurate shooter.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that sexy on the ball, but he'll slot it
Mm.
into the corner. Simple, right? Yes, he'll get you goals, but Mbeumo isn't just a goal scorer. I love the player a lot. He's also someone that can create and cross. So on the right wing, he'll get us the goals plus the creativity aspect.
Mm.
But instead, we've been prioritizing Ahmad there, and I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. No, I think this is where I think Bowman needs to go the right way. I think Ahmad needs to go to the bench, come off the bench now. Ahmad's an amazing player, but he really needs to be coached. He makes some really bad choices
I
on the
don't know about
pitch.
amazing. Maybe he could become amazing, but
I think he's a really good player. I'm not saying he's an amazing player, but he's a really good player. He's talented. He can definitely, pull some magic out of the bag. And trust me, that goal against Liverpool changed everything for me. Because, I was like, yo, this Ahmad kid looks good, man. He looks special. And Ten Hag refused to give him a lot of chances. And what happened, he didn't, he took his chances and he got into the first team. But last year, we were playing to him too much. We weren't relying on the whole team. We were losing games. We weren't winning as much. So
it's
yeah,
because everyone else was shit. It's because we had
exactly.
Hoyland and who else on the left wing back then? I don't even
Sorry,
remember. Just oh yeah, that guy. Yeah,
that
we
guy.
had
That
like a
guy.
no we had like a nobody team. Yeah, like losers everywhere. So Ahmad was just like the only guy that would do something. But now we have some real men up there.
Let's have
Don't
some.
sign him. Not even for 20 million. Don't sign him.
Exactly. Baleba, do you know what it is? Baleba seems like oh, I'm linked to the move to Man United. Let's just down tool so you can lower the value, lower the price. Nah, man, that's not the mentality.
He's a
The one
fucking
that
pussy. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't like the guy because I keep seeing I keep even seeing certain people saying, yeah, if he's about 60 or 50, I'll take him. What?
do you know what? You know who I
What? He's
rate?
been shit. He's been
You know,
shit.
you know who I really rate? And I've got it. We let him go.
What,
Got to we
Scott?
let him go. No, James Garner. I was gutted when we
Yeah.
sold him. I was sad, bro, because he was a good player. I was gutted when we let him go. I was like, no, this is not the right profile of player we should be letting go. We should have kept James Garner. He was a good player, and I think even Thomas Tuchel was looking at him at one of the games this season as well for Everton, if I don't recall. So yeah, no, look, we got to do our thing, man, and get a midfielder in the summer. Big
You know,
time.
I'm seeing reports though that Anderson at City is going for him and all this sort of stuff. I've not seen anything about we're talking to him because you'd think we'd be talking to him already. Because like when we sign a player in the summer, generally they do start talking to them before the summer window. They're talking to them like in
Yeah.
March, April time. And also I keep hearing this other bullshit as well about Tuchel's going to sign an extension with England, and Solari is doing the same with
He
Brazil.
actually did. He's out.
Yeah, no, but let me get to it. Enrique's going to sign it with PSG. Go offer the fuck you money and get. I don't care if they're going to do it. Just aggressively go for all of them and say, what do you like? Just offer them the fuck you money.
Here's
But
your
these,
money.
but
I'll manage your club, like that
yeah,
sort of thing.
okay, right. Here's 15, 20 million, and you're not gonna be signing it. We badly want you, and we're gonna
Yeah.
fucking give you 400 million pound in your first window. It's not even that's the new standard, by the way, 450.
Mm.
And you're gonna come with us, but instead we're just sitting there. Oh, they're thinking of signing it, then go fucking go after them. There's three of them. I don't want any excuse about how there's three of them and you failed to get all three. Yeah, right. It's more like they didn't try hard enough. Imagine it just like a footballer, right? Imagine if, let's say, imagine in Fergie's days, another club wants a player, but no, we wouldn't give up. Would actually go and offer that guy the money, right, and just bring him. Would say, no, we really want you. We're going to offer you whatever money you want, and you're coming to us. But we don't do that anymore. We just sit back and we want to save money, and then they want to lie because they want to save money. They want to start saying, yeah, well, they signed a new contract, so we couldn't do anything. No, you could do something. There was a window where you could do something. You didn't do it.
Mm. Yeah, I hear you in that one. But any more thoughts on the game? You want to add any more on the Everton United game, or you want to just get the score predictions?
Well, like I said, I need that win. I'm not going to be happy with a draw because we already drew, and we drew against a shit team. So if they want to start saying this team is good and that's a draw is good, yeah, it's not good enough for me because you drew against a shit team. So I want to now see you to balance it out. Now, if you won against that shit team and you drew here, then maybe you could talk. But they can't talk after a draw. You've drawn against a shit team, so I now need you to have a bit of payback.
Yeah, exactly. How good has Mino been under Carrick? Bro, he's been quality. He has been absolutely quality. I agree with you, Shivan. He's been unbelievable. Please no belabor our Genius Board's gonna sign him. I hear you. They make stupid signings. Any manager who's involved in this World Cup cannot be a target. They have to finish the World Cup campaign and only join in August. True. Unless they haven't signed an extension as well. So look, I think we just need to go for a manager that's capable of taking this club back to the top and bringing the elite standards back to the football club.
Yeah, but they're gonna stick with Carrick. There's a good chance they stick with Carrick because if you
I don't
can't get
mind it
Enrique,
as long as he can maintain the standards, the high
but
standards.
they're not Ollie 2.0 again. Ollie's start was even better.
Do you know why I
Let's
say
see
it's
if Carrick gets there.
It's because we gave Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the contract way too early. This one, we're actually waiting it out. We might actually wait out to the end of the season and see what we can do. I want Carrick to be involved with this club after he or if he does leave the managerial role. I want him to be involved some way somehow because he'll be a good guy to have around at the club. You know what I'm trying to say. Not saying that sentimental wise. I actually think he's a top person to have around the club, like in terms of like coaching, in terms of like tactical and everything like that. Just having him around is just it's worth it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess we'll get the score predictions now.
I think One thing on
Uh,
Carrick, I think if you just read his body language and the kind of person he is, he's definitely a smart guy. He's definitely a smart guy, and also the position he played. He kind of plays in that position where he sees everything on the pitch. So there's a reason why he does read the game quite well. My
Yep.
only gripe with him is,
CDM.
does he have the experience and the CV? Yeah, maybe he can
No,
grow into it. Let's see. But I think he definitely is a smart guy, and clearly he has got some tactical nous about him.
but the only thing is he has the standard and he knows the club inside out. He knows what we can do with this club. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, time will tell, I guess.
You're right. Yeah, time will tell. I know it's off topic, but we were just better with the Glazers. We better with Ineos and the Glazers. I think better without Ineos. I'll be real. I hate to say it, but we're better without Ineos because Ineos have come in and penny pinched and just ruined everything. You know what I mean? Like the Glazers already ruined it, but they've ruined it even more. Ineos come in and ruined it even more. Lied that they had no money when they had so much money to spend. You know, these lot are just frauds, man. Screw Ineos, full sale only. Full sale only.
You think it's just talk, by the way? You know, we're having this talk about how the Glazers are angry with Jim after his comments because it's like a bad
Yeah,
image and everything. You think this is bullshit or not? Because if it's true, then maybe they're going to be like, you know what? Because screw it, we're going to sell the club because they can do it without his permission.
they can, but the problem is someone has to come and bid for the whole thing because the Glazers have sold their shares already, right? To Ineos, right? The only problem is, will Ineos accept it? Because both have to accept it. Don't forget, it's not just the Glazers. Ineos have to accept it too.
No. I think if it's over a certain amount, Ineos have to sell it. If
No,
their shares
I
are
hear,
bought, I think so. Something like
but
that.
unless they want to buy the Glazers shares only, then I don't agree with that. I want full sale only,
We
and I
need the
want them.
Arabs, man. We need the Arabs, bro. That's the new standard. Because people also were like having a go at me once, saying, "Oh, you're twerking for Arab oil money." Not the twerking part, but yeah, I do want the Arab oil money. I say that with no shame because that's the new standard. That doesn't mean that I'm saying I like them, by the way. It's me saying, well, the club that's dominating your league, and has always money spent on it is those guys. That's the standard you need. And now, PSG done the same thing in where they are, and they had a super
We need to
team. Maybe
follow their sort of way of managing a club, running a club. You know what I'm trying to say? Need to follow their way. We need Elon to buy the. Nah, I wouldn't. Does Elon know how to run a club? We'll see. Does he know how to run a football club? Unless he supports one, then maybe.
I need that oil money. That's what I need. I need that state-backed oil money.
Remember we were linked to Apple at one point.
Yeah, no. I've got a certain other word for them which you've seen, but no Americans from me. No Americans.
Yeah.
I just want the oil money, and I want the $500 million every year spent, going
Same.
up with inflation. So in a few years' time, I want 600 billion, 700 billion. That's the new standard. When I see City doing that, then by the way, I actually think if we have proper owners, it's not delusional. I think it's easy to come back because the league is weak. There's so many unambitious clubs. Liverpool, they don't know what they're doing. They had one big window, yeah, but in the other years they spent nothing under Klopp. Arsenal again, they don't even know who they are either. Chelsea are now again low ambition as well. The league has been so shit for quite a while, and it seems to me if someone just goes in and spends the $500 million and they do it smartly, you can start challenging easily. I mean, we're kind of close to already, at least being second and challenging here, if we weren't sabotaged. And I would say we kind of don't have the right to, considering our squad. But again, you start spending the money properly, it's easy to come back now. It's easy.
For sure, man, for sure. But like I said, I hope we do get the takeover someday somehow, and it always starts with the fan base, and if the fan base can do what it takes, I'm all for it. But I guess score predictions, Everton Man United. What's your prediction for the game?
For some reason, I've got a feeling we get some kind of late winner. So we're kind of drawing with them, and then we get a late winner. So let's give a sexy 2-1. I'm only here for the win.
Fair enough. My head says 2-2. My heart says 2-1 United. So I'm gonna follow my heart. We're gonna go to 2-1 Man United. We're gonna win away at Everton, hopefully. next up,
It's been working
sorry,
as well. It's been working. You've been going with your heart, and we've actually been winning as well for the
I
last
know,
good amount of games. So why
and
not?
this is why I always follow my heart. This is why people say follow your heart. When they
Yeah,
say follow
but yeah,
your heart, you
yeah,
do that. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
yeah. So I'm gonna keep on going. Um, let's get to other predictions, anyways. Because I do want to wrap up soon. It's getting quite can't fucking talk. Sorry, it's getting quite late where I am today. So
Yeah,
I um, let's just quickly go over the City Newcastle game real quick. City on a high, I guess, after their last win against Fulham, and then they beat Liverpool, and then obviously they beat Salford in the cup. But then again, it was a rotated side. City looking good, looking fresh, and they're looking like they want to go for the league.
yeah, they've improved a lot with those two top signings. I'd probably see again. I don't want it to happen because I hate them, but probably a 3-1 win. City are gonna have to get worse to not get the win, basically.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'll go 3-1 Man City as well. I agree with you. Aston Villa Leeds. What are you saying? Aston Villa Leeds. I'll say 3-1 Villa as well. As Man said, I'll go 3-1 Villa.
3-1, huh? Ooh,
Three
I'm
one
not
Villa.
sure. I'm not sure Villa have been are as prolific as they were. I think I'll give it to them, maybe 2-1.
Fuck Leeds as
2-1 to
well, but
Villa.
fuck Leeds.
Yeah,
Um,
fuck them.
yeah, 3-1 Villa. Brentford Brighton. I'll go 2-1 Brentford. I think Brentford are looking good, man. Brentford are actually playing some decent football. Hey, Coyote, bring him in. Bring the guy in to United.
Absolutely, yeah. We already got a sexy signing from Brentford, so I want another one.
Exactly.
Uh, ooh. You know what? Why not Brentford 3-1? The problem is with Brighton, they can actually turn up and do something sometimes. But let's say 3-1 Brentford.
I agree, Sanjit. I agree. And you don't need to take a bet. I don't think they'll finish top five, genuinely.
It's
I
good for
think
us.
I think they'll go through the Europa League. I think this. I've always said this. You have a Europa League winning manager, and Villa fans wanted the guy out. I'm like, bro, you've got a Europa League winning manager in your on your, as you know, in your dugout. You might as well follow. You might as well trust him and see if you. I think you'll win it. I think Villa will win it, the Europa League, 100%. Brentford 2-0. Villa drop points here. Keith Andrews manager of the season, maybe, but then again, it depends who wins the league, right? Chelsea Burnley 3-0 Chelsea.
Uh, hmm. Let's say, you know what? Let's say 3-1, 3-1 to Chelsea
Hmm.
because they are quite leaky. They do leak goals.
West Ham Bournemouth. I'll go 2-1 West Ham. I think West Ham are gonna want it. They're gonna want to stay up.
See,
What
I'm
are you
seeing a
saying?
draw. I'm seeing a draw there, like
Mm.
a 2-2. I think of a 2-2 draw.
Palace Wolves.
Surely Palace win that. Surely. Let's say I don't know what
2-1 Palace.
yeah, 2-1 Palace.
What was your prediction for West Ham Bournemouth again?
Did I say a draw? West Ham Bournemouth.
Yeah, what was
Did
your
I say a
prediction for?
draw? Did I say a draw? I actually don't remember what I said.
I think you said 1-1. I think you said 1-1 actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Forest Liverpool.
Where
Forest.
is that game? Where is
It's
that
at the
game?
City.
Is it?
At City Ground. Forest.
okay? New manager pass needed. Start praying right now.
Bro, please, please, Sean Dyche. If you have anything about you, you've beaten Liverpool in the past, plenty of times. You beat Liverpool with with Burnley. You beat Liverpool with I don't know if they beat Liverpool with Everton.
Wait, did you say Sean? Did you say Sean Dyke?
I keep forgetting it's not Sean Dyche. Sorry, man.
They sacked him. Yeah, they keep
Yeah,
sacking them. So another
I
new
forgot.
manager
It's not
bounce is
Sean
needed.
Dyche.
We
I
need another
forgot
new
it's not
manager
Sean Dyche.
bounce.
All right, Vitor Pereira. Fuck it. If you have everything about you, beat Liverpool for me.
Yeah, whoever that guy is, don't know who he is. We need him to get a result against Liverpool, though.
What was the score? Bournemouth last night. Sorry, Forest last night. Excuse me, not Bournemouth. Forest. What was the score last night? Did
Let me check it.
Did they
3-0
win?
to them. Yeah, they won 3-0.
Oh wow!
It was
Against
away
Betis.
as well. And it was away. They won 3-0.
I think they drew Betis as well. Remember that they drew 2-2 away at Betis.
I can definitely see. You know what? I'm not even just saying it because I'm very happy with Liverpool's form currently. I'm very happy with it. I can genuinely see them getting a result because Liverpool are just. I think if you're aggressive against them, you can get to them easily. They look like a mentally fragile team.
Yeah, prime. We have deep, bro.
Hi, man.
Hope you're doing good, man. It's been a while. Hope you're blessed and all that. We were just talking about Arsenal earlier.
This guy an Arsenal fan or what? United?
No, he's Chelsea. He's Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't disrespect me calling me an Arsenal fan, bro.
Christmas come early.
Who do you support?
Oh, United, of course. Yeah, biggest club in England.
We're both United.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, thank you for doing the world a favor and beating Arsenal. Thanks.
Oh no! You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Football won that day. Because we beat the dark arts.
Yeah, it wasn't even hard. It was actually an easy game for us as well. It wasn't even hard.
Yeah,
away,
it was
fucking easy.
Two stupid goals we conceded. That's it. Two stupid set pieces. Or I don't know. Arsenal got lucky with an own goal and a set piece and whatnot. We ended up winning the game. It could have been a 4-0 slapping if we actually turned up minute one. So
Cunha and Mbeumo showed them what an actual attacking player does. So that actually educated Saka. And what's the other guy, Martinelli? Whoever the fuck he is, that toddler that shits his pants all the time.
Martinelli didn't even play against him. He didn't even get a minute.
Well, I don't even know, but they just have some nobody attackers. And I don't even know their names half the time.
Remember when AFTV when they signed Gyökeres, they ran around with the Gyökeres thing.
Oh, hey Kevin, I made a video on that, a slander video on that. As soon as that happened, and I'm waiting for the end of the season. I'm waiting for the end of the season to drop it.
Oh, you're not gonna play it now? You're waiting to end the season?
No, I already have it made and everything. I just actually, to be fair, I've put it in a couple of the videos on Sarcasm City TV Extra, but I'm gonna drop the full video on when they or if they don't win the league.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. At the end of the day, look, I know Man City's record and all of that. It's funny to see Arsenal fans melt down. It's a lose-lose for me. I just don't like City winning. It just hurts. But then again, seeing the Arsenal fans meltdown is hilarious. Exactly what Taz said on his TikTok. I'm worried about City catching us, man. I really am. It's a lose-lose. In league titles, it's a lose-lose situation.
How are they going to catch you in league titles?
They're
Premier Leagues. Let's say Premier League.
Premier League titles. They're literally within 4 of us now. I think.
How many? You guys have 13.
13 Premier League titles, but 20.
How many they have?
I think they're gonna have 9. So yeah. This is why I'm saying, bro. All we had to do was just get sacked. We should have sacked Abrams so much earlier. Because by now, I'm not saying we're going to win the title. No, that's what I'm saying. At least we could be within touching distance. You know what I'm trying to say? We could be within few points off them. I'm not saying that we'll win the title. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not delusional. But
no, why don't we get Ancelotti, right? And we win the title next season? Why not?
And
I'm being
Ancelotti's at
serious.
Brazil, and he's signing a new
Cunha,
contract. He's not leaving.
Cunha and Mbumo. Well, we can pay off his contract then. Cunha and Mbumo. I'm telling you, you'll make them even better than they are.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like. I think you guys got quite a bit away from winning the title next year.
As in, do you think we can, or you're saying that?
I'm talking with the current squad you have now. You can't win the title next year.
Oh, we can't win the title. Okay. No,
With the current squad you have now.
No. I agree. We need to invest in a lot more in the summer. We need to go rebuild. I'm just saying that this season we only have like one game a week. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we could have really put in like a proper challenge. I'm not saying we'll win it. No, but what I'm saying is that we'll cut the deficit. You know what I'm trying to say? Because right now is like, I can't trust us to go on a run of games and just be like, all right, we're there. I don't trust us. But all I want now at the end of the season is just to just probably get into the Champions League if we can. I think we have to finish in the Champions League this season, like Champions League places this season. I just think one game a week. You know, most other clubs have like Europe and other games in March, like midweek games. We have to do our job and just try and get into the Champions League for next season. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, what did you make of Arsenal Prime? Obviously, this past week, Arsenal fans meltdown and all that, drop points to Wolves away, 2-0 down, 2-0 up. They cupped it. And these men are now talking about the weather. These men are talking about, the referees. It's happening again, bro. It's happened again. And they could look, if they win the league, I'm not going to be surprised, right? Because they've been they've been good for them. I wouldn't say good, but they've been more consistent for the most part, like results wise. City have had their inconsistencies this season, but these guys talk about Arsenal being this is the best Arsenal side in 20 years. This is the worst Man City side in 5 years, but City are literally within 5 points of Arsenal, and they still have to play them at the Etihad as well. Don't forget that game, bro. That game is going to be huge. That City Arsenal game is going to be huge. You know what I'm trying to say? That's going to be a massive game, man, that weekend. And I can't wait for that one.
Arsenal, they are. I don't know. I said before the Spurs City game that if City don't beat Spurs, that the title is done and Arsenal will win it. And because I just don't have confidence in City anymore.
Same. Like I'm just a bit worried about.
Yeah, so I just think Arsenal will cross the line just based off of like.
Yeah, but they've improved though. With those two
City not doing
signings.
it. I mean, sure, but I still don't. They're still like dropping stupid points. I still don't trust them. However, I look at Arsenal. They've not done enough to like secure the title by now, which they probably should have. It probably should be like 15 points.
Yeah, I agree. They should have made up ground 15 points this season already,
or at least double digits. At least now it should be at least 10. But I don't know. I think that game at the Etihad is a big thing. If the points total can drop until that game at the Etihad and City can win, and the difference is like say 2 points or 3 points. Yeah, Arsenal will shit the bed. But I don't know.
Bro. I think it comes.
What's important for Arsenal not to do is not lose at the Etihad. Also, that cup final, the Carabao Cup final, I think that's a big thing as well. I think
if whoever wins that goes on a run to end the season, in my opinion,
whoever wins that will win the league, just from a mentality standpoint. So,
big time. Like I just think because if you look at it from this standpoint, because the experience will get them over the line. City had the know-how already, but if Arsenal can win that League Cup, then they'll be like, all right, we're gonna go on a run to the end of the season and go and win the league. Because why is because the experience of winning that cup will be like, all right, we know how to get over the line now. They have some players that have gotten over the line in other leagues. Obviously, they're not going over the line in terms of the Premier League, but the mentality in some of the players is there. Like some of the players have it. I'll be real. I'm not a huge fan of Declan Rice as an overall player, but that guy's mentality is. I can give praise where it's due. Sometimes he has it. You know what I mean? Even Gabriel, like sometimes he also has that mentality of, all right, we have to try and we can't be happy with this, can't be happy with that. I appreciate it, you know, because that's one of the only few top standards left in football. Very few players you see in football nowadays with that elite mindset, elite mentality. I'm trying to say. These are the only few guys that I see that, all right, fair enough. But it's just, you know who it is? It's Arteta. It's Arteta, let's just be honest. Like, this guy just does not know how to get over the line. Like, people talk about, oh, he's going to go to Barcelona or Madrid. No one wants Arteta, bro. Nobody wants Arteta as their head coach or manager. Nobody wants him. All right? And I'll be honest with you. If he gets over the line this season, there'll be Arsenal fans claiming him as one of the greatest managers of all time already. I'm not going to be surprised.
Of course, because that's how life works. History is written by the victors. So if Arsenal win, they'll claim how great. To be fair, they already talk about how great their team is. So
without winning,
yeah. I mean. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. You know how last season Liverpool won the league, but yet people still said it was a shit Premier League season. You know, the league is not good. Does it apply this year? Because the points total Liverpool had to win the league last season, Arsenal won't match it.
No, they won't.
Even if Arsenal win every game, they still won't match that points total. So if last season was bad, is this season bad as well?
No, it's even worse. That's what I'd say.
It's even worse this season.
Yeah, the eye test is a big
we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to say that. So
no, I think last season looked easy to me, and this season as well. I don't see many of the top clubs being that consistent, and people might bring up stats as well, but all you got to do is just use your two eyes and look at the way they play. Half the time, these so-called big clubs are making big mistakes everywhere now.
But obviously, they're playing Tottenham this weekend. Prime, what do you make of that game, and what's your prediction? For the North London derby.
Is he muted or?
Sorry, me.
Yeah. What do you think of this game, and what's your prediction for this game?
Which game?
The North London derby, the Dead Rubber derby.
I think Spurs will do everything to try and win, and it'll be a brilliant performance from Spurs, a brilliant fight. But Arsenal must win 3-1. Unfortunately,
I think it's more of a must-win for them.
No, wait, it's more of a must-win for who?
For
He's saying it's more for Tottenham, yeah.
Tottenham.
I disagree. It's a must-win for Arsenal.
Because you know why? Tottenham are in danger of the drop zone.
But Tottenham won't get relegated, though. It's a must-win for Arsenal.
I think Arsenal will win the game, though, still.
What's the points total now? 5?
It's a 5-point gap with City, but with its points on the board, City have a game.
Yes, if Arsenal lose this game, it goes down to 2, plus City's game in hand, plus that game at the Etihad. The title's done. If Arsenal lose, it's done.
The only problem is, though, the only problem is Because if Forest beat Liverpool, let's just a scenario. Yeah. If Forest beat Liverpool, Spurs lose to Arsenal. Spurs are 17th, and will be within how many points of West Ham depending on their result. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but Spurs still won't. Spurs will. I'm not saying Spurs still won't get relegated. Arsenal must win this game. This game is more important for Arsenal to win than it is for Spurs to win.
Fair enough. Shall we just get to the rest of the matches?
Quality, really? I'm not sure it's even that good, especially in attacking areas. I don't rate it. I don't rate their goalkeeper either.
If West Ham, it's coming up here. If West Ham and Forest win, then it's a must-win game for Spurs. Yeah, I agree. Okay, then that's true. It depends on the circumstances on the weekend too. To be fair with you, it depends on the circumstances leading up to the game. It depends on the results. If Spurs catch life with the results that West Ham and Forest don't win their games, then maybe you could say, all right, it's not really a must-win for Spurs as it is for Arsenal then. But if West Ham and Forest win, then it's a must-win game for Spurs. I agree with this comment right here.
What do you think of his comment before?
I'll be right back 1 second. Yeah, you guys continue for a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Prime, did you see his comment before when he's saying that Arsenal's squad is really good, we're really strong or something along those lines?
Given the quality of Arsenal's squad, I don't think he's the right person to lead the team. He's right.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't think their squad is actually as good as people make it out to be. I think their goalkeeper and their attacking talent let them down. I mean, if you think of like a team
True,
that
but
wins league
they've been
titles,
challenging for 4 years, so they should have. Yeah, but they've
I
been
think they
challenging
should
for
win it
4
this
years, so they
season.
should have won something.
Yeah, they should definitely win it this season because it's been shit quality. But you know, if you think of Premier League winning teams, you generally think of like a star attacking player, right? I don't see who's their star attacking player. I don't see it. Who? Because in terms of numbers, in terms of the way they look as well, even if someone just looks up, you know, the highest Premier League goal scorers, Arsenal will be way fucking that. You have to be going to like number 20 or something to find an Arsenal player in terms of who the highest goal scorers are in the league. And that's why they have to defend. They have to rely on their defenders half the time to bail them out. And we've seen with Raya as well. I think it was against Sunderland, against Wolves as well. You know, one is a relegation team, the other one is a newly promoted team. We've seen him making blunders and he's kind of sort of getting nervous and making mistakes and costing them the win. I think Raya is also really overrated. So they go on about having a great defense, but if your goalkeeper isn't great, that's gonna bring it down as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying they've been challenging for 4 years. That they got to a semi-final last year of both competitions. They should have won things over the last 4 years. Is my point. If they're getting to this stage with the squad they have and with Arteta, they should have won something. But a better manager, they would have won something.
You think if he doesn't win the Premier League, are they going to replace him, or do they lack the ambition to do that?
The ownership has no reason to get rid of him because he's doing what they want, and Arsenal fans will find an excuse. So,
so all those years, and they're happy with not winning the Premier League, even though it's been a fucking dog shit season. Like in terms of the top clubs are fucking dog shit. This season to me looks like you could close your eyes and you'll win it. Wow. Yeah, so they lack the ambition then, don't they? That's what it comes down to. Because you could get rid of him and replace him with one Inzaghi. Why not a Conte as well? Someone like that. I'm sure they can they can find a way to get you over the line.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But I don't know. Hopefully, Arsenal do what Arsenal do best.
No, I mean, you're a Chelsea guy, so you know Conte quite well. I mean, you agree if they got Conte, let's also say like an Inzaghi, they get one of those two, they win the league, no?
Yes, with this current squad as well. Yeah.
And you think next league, I mean, it's hard to predict because you don't know how the teams are going to be in the next season. But you think they got someone like that, they would have won it by now, and probably they should win it in the future too. Especially, I'm just looking at the way they play. It's quite they're kind of defensive a little bit. So
Yeah, no, I agree that Inzaghi and Conte would, but they're not going to do that.
well, it just shows. I mean, not anymore, right? Because your current ownership is just a bunch of Yanks, and you can't really rely on this kind of people. But before, I mean, you guys would sack managers under Abramovich. You'd get a new guy in. Guys are very, how'd you put it, ambitious, right? But Arsenal don't have that. Their ownership isn't like that. It seems they're just happy with the bullshit. They're just happy with getting second all the time. I even see guys like who's that guy, the content creator for Arsenal, Robbo? You know the guy I'm talking about, the Robbie guy, whatever his name is. I forget his name, but you sometimes see people, they criticize the Arsenal ownership, and he's just there defending them. So it looks like the Arsenal ownership also have their little PR people they have on the payroll too.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, let me I forget his name. Yeah, Robbie, isn't it? That's his name, isn't it? AFTV Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen, but I've seen some people kind of saying to him, "Yeah, the ownership isn't ambitious enough. They seem too happy with second." He's just defending the ownership all the time. So there's a lot. I wonder how much they're paying him. Either they're paying him something, or he's on some kind of deal or promotion, or he's just that deluded. It's one of the two.
Mm.
I've got another question for you as well. Obviously you're a Chelsea fan, but
Yeah.
how much do you think your club has declined because with the new ownership, and you think they're going to come back really? Because it seems that they just want to buy young players, and they think, oh well, in a few years' time the value will go up, so we're not going to lose any money here. It seems they spent a lot of money, right? But I don't know. Do they not know what they're doing, or are they just thinking, let's just get the young players in, and we can sell them for a profit? What do you think? What do you
That's
think of
all. That's all they care about. That's all they care about doing. Just buying like supposed young talent, and what they do the same thing every year. It's boring. We're not gonna. I don't know when the next trophy is coming from with Chelsea, unless it's a Conference League or Europa. Like I genuinely don't know when we're gonna win our next trophy.
And what was your take on the Club World Cup win? Because I'm going to be real here. It's not like a Champions League thing, is it?
I put that down to Maresca. Why we won. I'll be honest. The ownership got
Yeah,
no praise in that, but
but there's a lot of top clubs that weren't even in that Club World Cup as well, and obviously
because they
a lot of
didn't
teams were
deserve to
tired
be in.
too. A lot of clubs were tired too. I think for what Chelsea have achieved, because they were winning
I don't.
Champions
Yeah,
one
the tired excuse though. I
Champions
don't
League.
buy it because Chelsea were also tired. We also played a lot of games. Like I don't buy the tired excuse. We won it because we deserved to win it, and we were the better team, and we beat who we had to beat. But the only reason we won it is because of Maresca.
No, but do you not agree that what kind of your main ambition should be is Premier League? Because that's the same for my club as well. For my
I
stand for my club, Premier
I
League and Champions
agree,
League.
but that's not our ambition. That's not what the ownership has the ambition to do. They just want to make profit.
Yeah, because I find it interesting with Chelsea actually, because it seems you guys are about 5, 10 years behind us. I've seen you guys have kind of got similar kind of owners, same country they're coming from. Maybe not, they're not doing the same bullshit, but they're doing bullshit, but they're doing it in a different way with you guys. But you just see this decline, you know. Um, so you don't think you're gonna win like Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues anytime soon? Like, what are you thinking? You think you're gonna win a Premier
No,
League
we're
or
not. Our
Champions
best
League
bet of
soon?
doing that was with Maresca, and since he's
Yeah.
gone, I don't see us being able to do that anytime soon.
Yeah, and what Maresca was complaining about was valid as well, because you guys have kind of got a Frankenstein squad, haven't you? You just buy whoever, blah blah blah. You know, manager has no real say. Um, yeah, it's inevitable. Manager's going to get a bit sick and tired of that. Um, yeah, and I actually thought Maresca was a smart tactician, but it seems the ownership pissed him off, and now you're going to have to deal with this Rosenia guy. How far do you think Rosenia can get you? What's the best he can do for you? Do you think?
He'll get us Champions League football, but
Wow, how the same with us, huh? Both clubs. How the mighty have fallen, huh? What a tragedy. Um, yeah, listen, I mean, all you got to do is you just got to look at the guy. You just got to be like, hang on, this guy's an amateur. You got to look at his CV. The fact that he's also was working for the company before. You can tell. Listen, I mean, he's not winning you guys a Premier League or a Champions League, is he? Uh, they might
sorry.
he might get he's not winning you a Premier League or a Champions League, right? He might get a second or a
No,
third
but
or a
he's
fourth.
he's not here to. But like he's not here to do that though. Our squad is not good enough to win a Premier League.
Well, yeah, but that comes down to the way they're spending money. They're
I
just spending
agree.
it again. Young, 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 young. I don't even get why you signed Garnacho. Well, actually, I do know. We know it's because of that again investment thing, but
They
it's
signed him
clear.
to because they signed him to flip him for profit, but yeah, we bought him for 40 mil. Plus, United have a sell-on clause. So, what profit are we going to get from Garnacho?
Yeah, and I'm sure you can forgive me as well that I don't have any sympathy with you guys for that one because you guys did sell us Mason Mount. So yeah, he's on 50. We paid 50 million for him, and you see how shit he is. He's
Yeah,
made
but everyone knew that
he's a bag of bones.
everyone knew signing Mount was bad, just like everyone knew signing Garnacho was bad.
Well, but they still went. Both clubs still went ahead and done it, huh?
I know that's the problem.
I'm guessing they did the Mount one because they thought, well, Mount's a well-known player, England international. He'll sell us a few shirts, so whatever. Maybe he'll be good, maybe he'll be shit, but he's gonna sell us shirts. He's gonna get good for our marketing. And Garnacho is they're gonna flip the profit, and I do actually enjoy watching Lord Garnacho for you guys. I enjoy it. Let's just say that. Whenever I see him starting, I'm like, okay, let me just see what Chelsea's doing. Yeah, the way he almost single-handedly lost you that game. Who was it against again? I think you were down. Was it 2-0? And he was making all those mistakes. You were down 2-0 at half time.
Sorry?
I think you were down 2-0 at half time, right? And Garnacho was making all these mistakes. I forget who it's against.
I don't know. That's a lot of teams to be fair.
Was that the West Ham game?
Maybe it was West Ham, but to be fair, Garnacho does stuff against a lot of teams, so there's a lot of
How,
bullshit.
how was he in the West Ham game? Because I'm pretty sure it was that game where he was making so many mistakes, and he was kind of leading to you guys conceding, going down 2-0, and then you guys flipped it in the second half. But yeah, because obviously, you watch Chelsea more than me. So what's your take on how Garnacho has been playing?
He's performed how I've expected him to perform.
So out of 10, where would you rate him then?
I mean, he's still not a good player. He's still the worst winger in the league, but he's performed how I expected him to perform.
But the worst winger in the
I
league,
didn't
you think?
have high expectations of him in the first place.
Yeah, I'm glad he's gone. Listen, I mean, I never liked his he's selfish, you know. He's someone who sort of thinks he's basically he thinks he's Ronaldo, but he's not worked for it. That's what Garnacho is. Glad we got rid of him. At the time, I was a bit pissed off. I was thinking, you know what, I want a bit more than 40 million. He's young, blah blah blah. But I'm just glad he's gone. How much of the fan base are now kind of getting sucked in by Rosania? How many of them are supporting him now, saying maybe he's good enough, and this sort of stuff?
How many of the fan base as well?
How much of the fan base is getting sucked in by Rosania and going on saying now, you know, like because at the start a lot of them were against him, right? But I've now seen quite a few Chelsea fans saying, we have faith in Rosania. We think Rosania can get us back there. Blah blah blah.
I don't know. Some are backing and some aren't.
Yeah, but the ones that are backing him, I'm not getting what are they backing him for?
Well, it's not necessarily like backing him. It's I don't know. Some think people don't like Maresca, so they're just gonna back him for the sake of it. For me, it's like I don't care about managers at Chelsea now. I'm looking at the bigger problem is the ownership, how we're ran. The
Of course, yes.
managers.
Same as Man U. Yeah, go on. You're going to say something else?
No, I'm just the bigger problem is just how we're ran. Don't care about the manager debates at Chelsea because all in all it stems back to the same problem.
Yeah, people don't seem to realize. You know, imagine you have a restaurant, yeah, and the staff are all rude and whatever, and someone will say, well, yeah, the staff are rude, but why did the owner hire these people? And imagine all these idiots saying, yeah, but you can't blame the owner, blame the staff. It's like, what? The owner is hiring these people. The players you've got, the owners ultimately decide whether to get them. The manager you've got, the owners decide whether to get them, right? So if anyone has problems with the manager or the ownership, if anyone has problems with the manager or the players, it always comes back to the ownership. They're the people that bought them. But I don't know, a huge amount of the fans are just fallen for the bullshit that the clubs are kind of spinning to the media, and and they just want to kind of look at they don't look at the bigger picture. They're being distracted.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
Ugh. Oh yeah, another thing about Chelsea. What are you thinking of this whole Cole Palmer situation? Because I mean, you can't deny in the media he does go on about. He does mention how he likes United quite a bit. There's a lot of stories about how he'd go to United. I think even a good friend of his is saying, "I'm going to get him back to United." Do you think if
I'll be
United,
real.
if
I think that's just like good paper talk because it sells clicks and
no, but come on, but
stuff.
what
But
other player would?
United
But
can't
what
afford
other?
him.
No. But let me get to it. But what other player though, like a big club would say they're a fan of another big club like that? He
But we
said it
know
quite a few
player.
times
But
as well.
being yeah, but being a fan of United, like, what does that mean? He grew up as a United fan. Of course, he did. He lived in Manchester.
I've even seen a good friend of his saying, "I'm gonna get him back to Manchester," taking
Okay,
pictures of
that's
him and
fine.
everything.
Now it's on. If you guys want him, go pay the money. You guys can't afford him.
So I'll get
The
to the
money
question.
money we would demand, you guys can't afford that.
So let me get to the question. So, if we offered the money, do you think he would come? Yes or no? And be honest.
Sure, but can you afford the money?
No. But do you think he would come if we offered the money?
Can you afford the money?
I think the club can, yes, but the owners are not going to want to spend that
Do you
much
know how
money.
much we would ask?
I'm guessing 130.
With more than that,
I'll come. What 150?
we'd ask for more. We would demand.
Ooh, nah. Can't more than 150, and now you're talking like Neymar levels
Okay.
almost.
Do you know how long he has left on his contract?
I know he signed a 9. I don't know why he did this, but he signed a 9-year contract, right?
We can't. You guys can't. That's why I say you guys can't afford him. You guys won't. You guys are not gonna pay what, like 200 mil roughly for, or close to it. You're not going to.
The one way we can is if he starts to force a move.
Okay. Even if he forces a move, great. Can you guys still afford what we want from him?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if he's forcing a move and like he's just not going to play, then Chelsea are going to be like, hang on, we're not getting anything out of this player. He's not playing for us.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah. It's bad. It's
Okay.
bad. It's a bad situation for us. Maybe we
He-
just get rid of him and we still make 120 or
Has he
something.
forced the move?
Well, we're gonna see because he's still young. Let's see how it feels in 2 years, 3 years time.
Okay. And then if in 3 years he wants to leave, we're gonna demand big money.
Yeah, but what if he stops playing for you guys or just starts
It's
downing
like
tools?
it's all well and good
No,
saying that, yeah, that he's a United fan and stuff like that. You guys can't afford him.
I think we can afford him, but the owners won't want to pay for him. We got the money for
Can
it.
United afford to pay the wait to spend 200 million on Cole Palmer?
Well, we make more than 3 times that in revenue every year.
I know what you. I'm not talking about what you make. I'm saying, can you afford to spend that? Can you spend that?
What do you mean by can you like in
Like,
terms of
can you? Like, will you actually do it?
I'm not sure if we'll do it, but I'm saying they had ambition. Definitely.
Okay.
If the ownership had ambition, absolutely. But put it this way, how much would you spend on what's his name for your midfielder? Caicedo was what 115, and the other one, how much was the other one? 100, 110.
Sorry.
United. Put it this way, like you spent what is it 115 million on Caicedo, right? You got Enzo Fernandez. How much was he? About 100 million,
Okay.
right? United owners won't even do that. They have the money for it, but the club they don't have it. The club makes the money, right, to make those kind of signings, but they don't want to
Yeah, but
spend that much.
yeah, there you go. That's what I mean. I don't mean in terms of do you actually have the money. I know how much you guys make in revenue, but will you guys actually spend that? You won't.
Depends,
You won't
bro.
spend that
I don't
money.
know.
And plus, you guys don't really need a Palmer.
I agree with you on one thing
You
there.
need midfielders.
Yeah, we
You
kind
need
of we don't need them now, but maybe we might need them in a few years' time. Because
yeah, but in a few years' time,
Bruno
why
can't go in
spend
that long.
200 on Palmer when you can spend half that money on someone else?
You know, there's a saying, right? It's because you can. Why wouldn't you? If you could do it, like what? Just you do it, wouldn't you?
Oh, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, with United, we'll see this Palmer stuff and whatever to United. I don't really look into it that deep. I'll be real, but if it does become a thing, then just pay the money we want.
Yeah, but when you're saying to me, the way I see it, listen, I wouldn't want to spend more than like 120. I'm gonna be real with you, because
Yeah,
that's just crazy money, crazy money.
I agree. It is crazy money, but that's what we would demand.
Let's see if he forces a move or not. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll be a bit of a sly fox and just stop playing and like start downing tools and causing problems. Because when you start doing that, then your value goes down, doesn't it?
Okay, and do you want to sign a player that does that?
Depends how they do it. Depends how they
I mean, he
do it, I
starts
guess.
downing tools, like you said, and not willing to play or train because he wants to join United. Wants to stop him from doing that to join Real Madrid, say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I
So,
guess you'd look at the cost benefit. You'd think it's a risk, but maybe he'll give us a. Can this guy give us 3, 4, 5 seasons where he's playing amazing and help us win something big? So if he did that and then he leaves in the way you mentioned, it's kind of worth it then, right? Because he gave you something, right? But if he doesn't do that and he spent all that money and then he does the damning tools and all this sort of stuff with us as well, obviously it's not worth it. It's you gotta kind of make a calculated risk.
who do you think Chelsea's best winger?
Winger, uh, I'm not really impressed I'm not really impressed by any of them, to be honest with you. I'm not really that impressed when I see. Why? Who do you think it is?
Sorry, wait, who did you say?
I'm not that impressed by the wingers, to be frank with you. I mean, you've got
Okay, that's
obviously
fine.
got Garnacho. I'm not impressed by him at all. Obviously, uh, what happened to that Gittins guy as well? I'm not impressed by him. Um, I guess you got what Pedro Neto, but how good is he really? Uh, yeah, you're probably saying this Neto guy, but I don't think he's that good. I don't know. I mean,
Pedro Neto's not good.
yeah. So who else you got out of them? Who else you really got out of them, right? Because Palmer's more of a what, like a 10, yeah.
Mm.
That's it, really. And then obviously, yeah, you got your Pedro, but he's not a winger. So, well, who are you thinking? Who would you put there? Because I think we're slim pickings when it comes to wingers for you guys. Yeah, who would you pick then? Who would you say is your best winger?
No, no, I just asked because a lot of rivals seem to think Neto's our best winger. That's why I thought I'd ask.
No, I said it clear from the front. I'm not impressed with any of your wingers. Um, I'd rather take Mbeumo over all of them. That's what I would do. I mean, wouldn't you take Mbeumo over your wingers? If you could swap Mbeumo, right, with your best winger, would you not take Mbeumo? Would you take him or you're not sure?
Who?
Would you take Mbeumo, right, over your best winger?
Yeah, I think, but Burmo's United's best attacker.
Yeah, but he's a right winger, right? That's
Yeah,
his best position. Yeah.
yeah.
The fact that he's been played in strike. He'll also be played in left wing quite a few times as well, actually. And despite that, he has such a good goal record in a team which, as we've seen, is inconsistent, right? I think he's a great. I think he's a very, 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 very good winger. Maybe doesn't look that sexy on the ball. Maybe he doesn't move it like a Brazilian, but so what? He'll slot it into the corner of the net. Simple goal. Not simple. It looks simple, but it's accurate into the corner. Got past Donnarumma as well. Very big guy, big goalkeeper. Yeah, I'd say that's why I'm not impressed by your wingers at all, because yeah, people will say it's that Portuguese guy, but again, I'm like, I don't think any of them are that good. But for you, you're saying you agree with me. You say none of them are that good, right? When it comes to your club, in terms of the winger positions.
Where's Kevin? Because I gotta go and do something.
I don't know, bro. He was saying he had to go for a while and he'll be back, but I don't know, man. I mean, you see, I asked in the group chat what he's doing. I don't know. So what positions, what players would you sign to improve Chelsea then? Like, what do you think is the biggest areas you need to
The players
improve?
I'd sign, we're not gonna sign.
But who would you?
I'd sign a world class goalkeeper, a world class centre back, a world class striker, and a world class left winger.
Yeah, but like specific footballers, who would you target? Like what actual names would you go and get?
Yeah. Where's I'm gonna message Jake Evan to come back because I really need to do something.
What are you messaging him on Instagram?
Yeah.
How about message him now and tell me what he says, because I don't really use Instagram. Let me see. Let me go to my phone. Has he replied?
Not yet. Second.
Right. Let me just look at the chat. I didn't see. I've got the stream up. Let me look at what the chat is saying. Is this who's still here in the chat? Is this I don't even know how you say that. Sanchez? You still here in the chat? You
Talking about
said
me?
Neto. No, the guy in the chat, Sanchez. I wonder if he's still here. He's saying Neto, you only have 3 or 4 wingers. Got Garnacho, Neto, Willian, blah blah blah. Chelsea does not play wingers. Shocking the amount of players Chelsea has bought and yet no wingers. Yeah, seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Chelsea seems like almost like they didn't bother with half of the team. That's how I'd describe it as well. When you look at
My
their
apologies,
team, it's
guys.
like,
So sorry. I wasn't really.
oh hello man.
Are you
Can
back,
you guys
bro?
hear me?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, I can
Hold
hear
on
you.
1 second. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Can you guys see me? Hear me well?
I can hear you. Yeah. Can you not hear us?
Hold on 1 second. I can't hear you. Hold on 1 second. So sorry about that, man. I was not feeling too good at all. I really, really wasn't feeling good.
No, it's all right.
Heard you guys talking about Cole Palmer to United and whatnot.
Yeah. The guy was saying to me, oh, can you afford him? Can you afford him? And I just said, so if we offered the money, do you think would you think he would come? And he said, yeah. So it
I
looks
think
like Palmer does love our club. Let's be real here. Like, what other big player for a big club goes on about how they like another big club like that? He said it quite a few times as well. Usually their agents say keep quiet about that stuff, but he's been
yeah.
openly saying. And then his best friend is there, like taking a photo saying, "I'm going to bring him back to Manchester."
Do you know what it is? I think like look, Cole Palmer. I think I think he would, but that's like maybe later down the line. Maybe like when he's a bit cheaper. I know we discussed earlier that we we should pay the money however, right? Because we're money, we should be paying the money. Like we shouldn't worry about the Glazers' money, whatnot. But you're
But
right.
he was saying like what
One
over
twenty,
150. He
one
was
twenty,
saying over 150, and I was just like,
too
no,
much
no,
for a
no.
player. I agree, it's too much,
Yeah, I'm
especially
sorry. If it's over
even
150, I'm expecting prime Mbappe.
yeah. No,
That's what I'm
even in
expecting.
today's day, like I still think it's too much for a player. Um, Big up Indian Scouser. Make sure you guys subscribe to Indian Scouser, people. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you're doing good. My pal from Thailand. Big up to you,
By
bro.
the way, what happened to the Arsenal boys? They just went in hiding or what?
Oh no, they weren't free today apparently.
Both
Oh,
of the Arsenal boys. I
yeah,
guess they've been sleeping all day, huh?
I had,
Getting over the Dybala depression, huh?
bro. I tried messaging Arsenal fans. None of them were free to join today. I swear.
Uh,
Oh man, they caught life today. I can't lie to you. They
I'm
caught.
I'm I'm surprised King is not here though, because you think he'd be dancing for us again. You know when he was doing that Bruno Dorgu thing, he was dancing for us. I thought he'd be
Yeah,
dancing today as well. Um, we've not seen
I
Prophet for a while as well. What's he saying here? Yeah, I just said to him, he asked me who do you think our best wingers are for Chelsea. I said, I don't rate any of them. I said
mm,
Mbumo is better than all of them. like Neto is not that great, and the rest of them are shit.
Yeah, no, I don't really rate their wingers as highly, but like in terms of just generally speaking, in terms of our wingers, yeah, I rate our wingers. In terms of Chelsea's wingers are not bad, but there's only like two of them that I think are good enough, or maybe even three. I think Gittins is actually a good player. I think Neto's a good player. And who else do they have? Esteval. Esteval is the only guy I think I rate from that like proper winger says. I think Esteval is probably one of the players I rate from Chelsea right now. But yeah, you're right. Maybe Chelsea doesn't play wingers. You're right in that. You're right in that sense as well. Shocking the amount of Chelsea players is bought and get no wingers. True. But did Prime give his predictions?
I don't think so, no. But another thing as well with Garnacho, I don't feel sorry for any of the Chelsea fans that are complaining about him because they did a Mason Mount on us. We paid 50 million, and the guy's injured all the time. So I see that as a really we're even now.
I guess so. Yeah, we are kind of even. Yeah. But I guess let's get back to predictions. Before we do wrap up. We were at what, Forest Liverpool?
I was thinking, you know what? I've just got a feeling of we've got to have that draw, bro. I mean, listen, we need to have that draw there for ourselves to have that nice buffer zone in top five, and also just continue the entertainment as we see Liverpool sink further and further.
1-0 Forest. I'm going for it. For real, I am 1-0 Forest. I am going for it.
Nah, bro. I'm going for a draw. I can't tell if it's 1-1 or 2-2, but Liverpool have got goals in them, right? I think it's difficult to stop a goal or something going in. But
As long as we drop points. As long as we drop points.
You're just saying fuck you, Liverpool, huh?
I need it though. I need it though. I desperately need it, man, big time. But yeah, I'm gonna go 1-0 Forest. I have a funny feeling that this game is gonna be this is gonna be how do you say it? It's gonna be a tough one. Obviously, manager bounce for Forest. They had a manager bounce last night. They beat Betis 3-0. Did they have any other manager bounce prior to that, or was that the last hire that they had? I think they lost. The last time they sacked the manager was what? Did they play in the FA Cup, or they lost in the FA Cup already? Forest.
I don't remember actually. I don't really.
Let me have
I'm
a
not
look.
sure.
Let me have a look. I think Vitor Pereira actually managed in the FA Cup game. Let me just have a look real quick. Oh no, they weren't in the FA Cup. My bad, they weren't. So yeah, it wasn't Betis. It was Fenerbahce last night.
Yeah. By the way, if Forest win, I'm not surprised actually. But the reason I see a draw is I do think Liverpool can get a goal or two. But if they win, I'm not surprised. We've seen how inconsistent Liverpool are.
I'll stick with 1-0.
Yeah. I'll do like one. Let's say one. I'll say 1-1. Let's say that.
1-1. Okay, fair enough. Next game. I think this will be the last game. I think that we predict. We already predicted every other game. Sunderland, Fulham. 2-1 Sunderland.
Ooh. That's a pretty close one. I'm thinking. Why am I thinking? Something's telling me a draw, but I'm not sure. No, let's say 2-2. I'll say 2-2.
Okay, fair enough. Apologies, I had to go off camera for a bit, people. Wasn't really feeling too good, but make sure you guys first and foremost hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Anything that I will discuss, I'll put in the comments. Anything I missed out, I will put in the comment section. Big up King Khan for joining, bro, and you're a great addition to the channel, man. And you can definitely join some more shows in the future. Maybe you can maybe you can join the Red Number Run pod. You know.
Yeah, United stuff is always like I'm always there to talk about that. But you got like 6 a.m. UK time. But if it was later, I'd definitely come to that. United
7
one is
7 a.m. UK time. I changed it now to 7 a.m. UK
yeah.
time.
Premier League show. I feel if I join that, I'm gonna upset too many people.
Nah, it's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna
It's
be
all
saying because I'm not, I'm just saying yeah. I don't even care. Fuck City, fuck Liverpool, and Chelsea can have it as well.
in the most appropriate way possible. We'll spice up the content.
Yeah. The
Most
only reason I'm holding back on Arsenal, by the way, is because I need them to do a job for me. But if they fail this season, I'm gonna turn into the Arsenal's worst enemy because we actually need them to stop City, and if they're
Bro,
gonna,
they allowed Liverpool to win the league They allowed Liverpool to win the league last season. It tells you a lot about them. You need to know them. I mean, it tells you a lot that you need to know about these guys. Trust me.
I just don't get why their fans keep making excuses. That's what I'm not getting. And
Trust me, bro.
and that AFTV, is he called Robbie? That guy's on the payroll
Robbie.
as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the payroll as well. I saw some guy there was going on about, oh, your ownership is not ambitious, and he was just like shutting it down. But
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
true. They keep getting
Exactly.
second. They're not ambitious.
Exactly, bro. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I just think, look, Arsenal fans, they're too obsessed over, the ultra positivity, and this is why a lot of football fans are following suit. I'm just like, bro, this ultra positivity stuff needs to fucking stop. It's embarrassing. It's actually really embarrassing. Like, I get it. Like, sometimes you want to be positive about your football club, and you want to, like, support your club in the most positive way. But like, come on, like, sometimes you gotta be realistic, and sometimes you gotta be like, sometimes you gotta be, how do you say it? You just gotta be. I'm stuck here. Just gotta be honest, and just keep it real.
Yeah, you got to have no bullshit as well. There's too much people that are coping.
Yeah, too many excuses. You know what I'm trying to say?
Too much of this coping is like, no, if you're not good enough, just say it. But they want to. The truth for them hurts too much, so they want to claim that they're good enough. And then one thing I'll say, right? Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, they've been a bigger club. They've been a big club longer than Chelsea. But it's the Chelsea guy, what's his name again? African King, who actually has got more ambition than a lot of these Arsenal guys and a lot of these Liverpool guys. He's actually got higher standards.
Yeah, big up to him.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it. Like people. Chelsea has not been a big club for that long in terms of about 20 or so years, right? Abramovich comes in 20, 25 years, but the guy is always he's speaking how you think a Man United fan should be speaking like that. He's speaking with like, no, I just want to be first. You guys are all losers. Blah blah blah. It's kind of people might call it a little bit of arrogance, but really that's how you should be if you want to be winning the best stuff.
100%, bro. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you're spot on, because sometimes we talk about, like, how a football club should operate, but it also starts from the fan base.
Of course,
it also starts from the fan base, and if the fan base have standards, then it goes down to the ownership. If the fan base don't have the standards, and the ownership also won't care. I'm not trying to say the Glazers will care if the fan base wake up, because the fans have cared for so many years, but they stopped caring now because the Glazers don't give a fuck, right? But at the same time,
if you call off games, you will hurt them.
Exactly. It starts from the fan base, and the fan base set the standards. The owners will, if the owners don't agree with your standards, then you should want them gone. Man United fans should be asking for the Glazers to go. It's just plain and simple. The Glazers should be gone. The Glazers should not be our owners. The Glazers have ruined our club big time. People talk about, we spend a lot of money on the Glazers. I don't care about that. They've not done what's required. When we're in the champions,
they're spending our money. They're not spending their own money. They actually bought the money with debt, and now that's why we're
took the money out of the
over
club,
$1 billion in debt. Yeah, we're over $1 billion in debt because of them.
Exactly.
Why the big club is over $1 billion in debt? It's crazy. Another thing, imagine if in a think of a shit Spanish team like in La Liga. What's like, I actually don't know the names of them. What's the shit like La Liga side? Just a random La Liga side. I don't know, bro, but let's just say
Levante.
Yeah. Say it again. How'd you say it?
Levante.
Okay. Let's say you had La Liga, right? And Real Madrid and Barca, they hadn't won in years and they were dog shit. And you had this Levante start winning everything.
Mm.
They wouldn't put up with that.
No,
They
they
wouldn't put up with that because these guys, they're second and they're 1 point behind first, and they're going fucking crazy. Their fans are going fucking crazy. They don't put up with this bullshit. But for some reason, in England, you got your Man U fans, and I call our fans pussies, but we actually seem to care more than some of the other ones. You got Arsenal fans again. They seem to be fine with just second place all the time. In other words, first place losers. You even got the Liverpool guys. I mean, for 30 years they didn't win a league. This used to be such a huge club that was dominating the league in the 80s. They didn't win it for 30 years, and they're just happy. Oh well, Klopp got us close enough. How is that good enough? I mean, I don't blame Klopp there because they weren't spending enough under Klopp. How is it good enough when Man City cucked you? This new club cucked you, and you only won one league during COVID in that in that in that in that in that time under Klopp.
Yeah, and this is where Liverpool fans also, they also kind of, I'd say, kind of standards wise, they've also fallen into the trap of, oh, let's get as close as possible. Let's get as close as possible. I'm like, bro, you guys have gotten close. We made fun of Liverpool, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And then I was saying
Yeah,
the same.
it was never like that before. They were never like that
We've
before.
beaten City to a title race. We've beaten
Yeah,
Man City to a title race. We
yeah,
beat them in 2012-13. We beat them to a title in
yeah.
2012. I know they beat us in 2011-2012. We should have won that one. I get it, but still, I mean, we retained our title, right? We got it back.
Yeah.
Other clubs should be doing the same. Arsenal should have done the same, but guess what? They bottled it again, and they helped City
So
get forward.
as
Arsenal,
much as I say, our fans are pussies, and I still stand by that. The other
exactly.
two are even bigger pussies. The Arsenal and Liverpool fans are just rolled over.
Mhm.
At least our fan base complains about the owners. They don't do enough, but they do complain about the owners, like all of them.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I've never seen an Arsenal fan complain about the owners. Really, I don't see that their movement. Liverpool fans as well, like FSG, anti-FSG is very minor as well. It's not, they don't talk about it much. At least with us United fans, every single fucking time are like Glazers, Ineos, Glazers.
Yeah, exactly. Do you play FPL or you don't play FPL?
Uh, nah, some kind of video game or something. I don't really. What is that? Fantasy. Let me look it up.
Fantasy Premier League, FPL.
Fantasy Premier League. Would you play that on them? PC or console or
No,
what?
it's an app. You just make your team every single week.
The reason I won't be that good at that too much is I just love our club too much. I focus on our club a lot. The other
Yeah,
ones, I don't focus on them enough. That's my problem there.
that's fair.
Um, I love my
That's
club a lot, but to be honest, I'm not really into that video game stuff. But
no, it's all good. For FPL this week, I don't know what transfers to make. I haven't really thought about it. I will look at my team real quick right now and see what we could possibly be doing. Just real quick before we do wrap up. In terms of um, what we can do for this week, I have 3 free transfers. Just waiting for that Man City double game week to commence, and yeah, at the moment I have 3 free transfers. I'm thinking of bringing in another. Thinking of bringing in a midfielder or maybe a defender and a goalkeeper possibly. Any options? Just leave it in the comments. Leave your suggestions in the comments, people. Big up to everyone who supported the channel. Big up to everyone who's here tonight. Make sure you guys, first and foremost, on your way out, hit that like button. We're 55 subscribers away to 600 subscribers. And big up King Khan for joining as always, bro. And I'll definitely get you on for another show. We're doing another one on Tuesday for the Premier League show. I don't know if I don't know what other sports you're into. Are you into like basketball, other sports, or just football?
No, I'm a big football guy. I like a bit of. I don't think you do. I like a bit of boxing as well. But football, I'm what you do. I'm into football. But yeah, it's been pretty entertaining. It's been pretty funny. Just taking it all off and just saying as one thinks, you know. But yeah,
That
I have to say,
about
I
it.
was thinking as soon as I was here, I was like, hang on, what does it mean Premier League? Only you, me, Manji. I was like, where's the Arsenal guys? Because there's two of them.
These
Where
lot,
are they?
these lot were ducking, bro. They were
Bro,
ducking.
the guys are fucking. At least we're not hiding. At least we're there whenever because we've been
Yeah,
losing a lot. And at least we're there. We're not hiding. We're getting humiliated, and
exactly,
we're not hiding. These guys
exactly.
are still. I'm sorry, but they're still top of the league, right? Somehow, yeah. But I don't get why they're hiding. I don't get it. They've not even lost yet, and they've given up. You know, another thing.
Mm,
Even I had more confidence than Josh. I was saying, why'd you keep saying you're gonna bottle it? You guys have got a lead here. Why are
mm.
you constantly saying you're gonna bottle it? What's going on here? You got a lead. If you just keep yourself a little
Keep
bit smart, you're
keep
gonna
your
win
foot on
this
the gas.
thing.
Keep your foot on the gas and just keep on going. I mean, just
Yeah,
keep on.
but these guys are winning, and yet they think they're not going to win in the end. And I don't know, man. Maybe the fan base also represents the club somehow.
They do. They do. But Josh, big up to Josh and Jack. Anyways, I'll be back on Tuesday for the Premier League show review show. Mate,
How come?
nothing.
How come African wasn't here though? Because I thought African would be very happy.
I don't think he was free tonight. I tried messaging and all, but I don't
We're
think he's
not
free.
seeing Profit for a while though. I don't know if I skipped a couple of streams or something, but I'm not seeing Profit for a while as well.
Hope he's doing good. Hope Prophet is doing good. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel, so people, if you haven't done so already. But anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, people, 55 subscribers to 600. We're almost there. Keep hitting the like button. Support everyone that pulls through. Big up to Prime, who was here earlier. I don't know if Prime gave his predictions for the other games, but big up to him. Apologies for once again that I had to go off stream for just a bit. I wasn't feeling too good, but I'm alright now. But yeah, that's it for today, people. Hit the like button and subscribe. We're out. Take care. Come on, United. Have a good evening. Peace. Fuck Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Fuck the Glazers. Come on, United. Let's go.